Good morning and welcome back to the Rising Super Stream. Today, we are exercising our right to use Xbox Game Pass and playing Crackdown 3, which just came out today, actually. The reviews are in, and they are very mixed, to say the least. Uh, but when I saw the $2 Game Pass promotion, I was like, well, I'll buy that for $2. Honestly, it's hard to say no to Game Pass when it's that cheap and it supports new releases like this. You know, as soon as Microsoft's able to get their first party releases really in order, I think I'm going to have to seriously consider having a regular Game Pass subscription. Because, like, boy, that value is there. Like, even if you just want to, like, casually play the new Forza or Halo or Gears game that comes out, like, buying a month without any promotion, I think is $12 Canadian. Um, so, like, I know when Gears 5 comes out, what I'm spending $12 on a 1 month quote unquote rental of Gears 5. You know, that the Game Pass is honestly the best argument I've seen for like a digital game future, you know, where the prices are like incredibly appropriate. They're so low that I'm like I can't really complain. um Actually, for subtitles, let's get that on. Actually, like from the beginning of Xbox One, I kind of decided like I wanted to see how it was to have a console and just use it entirely digitally and not buy any physical games. Because I kind of knew on the PS4 I was going to be buying all my multi-plats anyway, and it was going to be a minority of first-party games that I'd buy physically, like Killer Instinct, which I ended up buying digitally, Scalebound, the Phantom Dust remake, and Crackdown 3. Those were pretty much the four games, honestly. And here we are. I bought one of them digitally and did not buy any of the other three. So it's been a pretty tepid life for my Xbox. We're playing this, by the way, on a vanilla Xbox One, not an Xbox One X or even an Xbox One S. So this is this is as poor as it will get, and it will only look better elsewhere. Robbo169 says, "Wonder if the PC version of this has any issues. Did you see anything on it by chance?" I have not, although I am seeing Ratchet in the chat saying he's playing PC and it's fine, although he hears co-op is locked to 30 FPS, so that may be worth considering. Still waiting on the Phantom Dust remake? Yeah, no. No, not at all. 0%, because, like, yeah. Yeah, the Xbox was worth it just so my girlfriend could play KH3 while I was playing. It's true. That alone. Yeah, I don't really want to go like full digital on an A platform either, honestly, but this was the one that made me say like, hey, you know what? I can try that. So here are all our like starting agents. God, there's actually like a fucking lot. So I want to play as Terry. Load it in. Oh, she looks cute. I don't like 4G's beard. I'm gonna play as Terry. I'm just gonna play as Terry. Honestly, let's be real. So I've played a little bit of Crackdown before, and but I've mostly admired the series from afar. I remember being in high school, and Crackdown was coming out, of course, bundled with the Halo 3 demo, or vice versa. The Halo 3 beta was bundled with Crackdown. I remember seeing footage of it on G4, on like XPlay and Attack of the Show and stuff, and being like, oof, wish I had an Xbox 360. I was always very impressed with the first Crackdown. Um, that should be working. Anyway, I played the first one a bunch. The second one I just heard was not as good, and people didn't like it as much. so I didn't bother playing that one. Oh man, he's doing it.
It's full of corporate gangsters, psychopaths, and butchers. We are diving head first into a viper's nest. But I promise you this. Come tomorrow.
Man, Terry really works for Crackdown.
Walking around wearing shiny snake skin boots. These sons of bitches want to black out the world? Not on our watch. We are the goddamn agency. And the agency needs justice. By any means necessary. Okay. Someone give me my jam. This is it, agents. Time to make Daddy Duck cry.
Like, there's something about the goofy future police aesthetic that I've always just really appreciated in this series. I mean, there's an appeal there.
Stand tall, agent. Ain't nothing gonna take us.
Don't even get me started on how cool agility orbs are.
Baddest ass kickers on earth. Quack, quack, motherfucker.
Oh no!
Commander, agents, do you hear me? Report in. That's an order.
You still with me, Agent? The rest of your team. They didn't make it. The assholes that did this to you, we can make them hurt. Pay them back for what they did, but first I need to know. Can I trust you? I'll take that as a yes.
Oh man, we're gonna get Terry back now. Oh, this is how they're making him Tiny Terry. Right. Because that's a big thing in Crackdown, where you start out as a weenie, and you level up and you get stronger, and your character actually gets physically bigger. It's like, that's how it is in Mafia, you know? We start like level 1 criminal, and we end up like level 100 mob boss.
It all went down. Things got real bad real quick. People were desperate. They left their homes, their lives. Millions of refugees, all looking for a little light in the darkness. And I was one of them. Enakshi Swift. But most people call me Echo. We spent weeks on the water, low on food, hope. But then, Terra Nova rescued us and brought us here to New Providence, an island nation founded by Elizabeth Niemand, Terra Nova's CEO.
I do not know what the connections are to the first two Crackdown games, by the way. So I don't know if this is a character, this Niemand character.
I bet you thought the same, right before your team got shot out of the sky. Now, it's just
Have I had a
you,
chance to play the
me,
Demon X Machina demo? I did, actually. I streamed it. It's not up on YouTube yet. On Twitch, it's like appended to the end of the Nintendo Direct stream.
rise up and knock Terra Nova down.
So I did pick the like Terry style character, Jackson. But I assume he's different from the Daddy Duck character. I don't know. Oh, contemplates. I believe the Nintendo. Make sure you're not looking at the Nintendo Direct archive video, but you're looking at the actual original stream. because the archive is just the direct that I exported to YouTube, but the original stream has Demon X Machina and Yoshi. But they're still like titled the same, so that's my fault.
Okay. I'm not an expert with agency tech. I got the regen process working, but reset all your skills. You'll have to level back.
Yeah, look, we're Tiny Terry. Gots to get his yogurt.
This was the safest place for me to rebuild you. But no place is really safe in New Providence.
Oh yeah, that big
So I got
crackdown
you
jump.
this, a welcome gift from the civilian militia.
Easy peasy, point and squeeze.
Those glowing green orbs? There's some kind of agency training hologram. Grab them to boost
I think
your
it actually
agility
wanted me to
skill.
go up this way. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Have you watched much of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yeah, I've watched it all. Very enjoyable, honestly. So straight up, if agility orbs are like they were in previous Crackdown games, they are just all over the city, everywhere. Just hundreds of them.
Another
I think there were like
terror
300 in the
rescue
first game or something like that.
They've been airlifting
And
refugees.
every one you get nominally increases your jump height, among other things. Which is really dope.
Nova was born from a dream, a vision of brighter tomorrows, a vision powered by human potential. Together, we will forge a bold.
We need to shut down the
So like there's an
propaganda
agility
feeding
orb
the
like literally
refugees,
right there.
and
They're
the
just
force field
everywhere.
They used to contain them in the outlands. Best way to do that? Take out the nearby power station.
Man, visually this game looks quite nice, honestly. Yeah, I don't need to throw objects. Yeah, I think the agility orbs
Shut
are honestly
down
like
the
a really
power
smart
station.
idea.
We'll open a path
They're
to
so
the city
satisfying.
gates.
I'm like almost surprised another
This
game
is the
never
place
really
to
tried to do that sort
Watch
of
out for the
thing.
guards.
Yeah, they got that Crackdown style, like aggressive lock-on. Some people really don't like that, but I mean that's how Crackdown is. That's just what it be. Can I pick up his body? Was that what that is? Yeah. That's a clever way to pick up stuff, considering like you eventually get to pick up really big things too. How they use like a little power thing to boost them into the air and then just get them in their hands. That's smart. Okay, so L3 is roll.
Climb to the top and shut this mother down.
I will. I just saw an agility orb, and you know I need to get them.
Oh, there we go.
What am I supposed to say? No to the agility orbs?
Welcome, citizens of the world. Welcome.
Yeah, we're nominally bigger Terry now.
A vision of brighter tomorrows.
Huh.
A vision.
It looks
Oh,
like
now I got
the
a double
suit
jump.
just
Cool.
updated. I'm seeing new jump boosters unlocked and active.
How big is the world? I can try to hit select and see. Okay, we're here. So I guess take in how big this little area is. And this is the city. So, I mean, pretty sizable looking, honestly. Pretty chunky. Bearing in mind there is a lot of verticality in Crackdown too, so like a lot of these big buildings are not like null space, but you probably will actually get to engage with them, so. Is this the Katamari of Saints Row? Yeah, kind of. Like if Saints Row had tighter controls.
Took a hit. It will recharge over time. But if you attack an enemy, looks like your shield will recharge even faster. I guess the agency likes to reward
Actually,
aggressive
like,
action.
speaking of tight controls, like, it actually feels really, really smooth to play. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. I like how they kind of, like, move up the wall a little bit if they're just a little short. It's handy. What is this? Do I shoot that? No, this is nothing. Okay. That is purely aesthetic. Oh, cool, you have a little punch combo. I like that. I don't remember if that was how it was in previous Crackdown games, because
Tap
I
Nova
just don't know,
Communications.
but
Spying on them for a change. I'm happy to report those guards didn't
twice
get a
the
chance
size
to
of the
call
city in
in.
the first game?
Still
Okay.
off the radar.
New future.
Unbelievable! The agency is on the island? Give them a proper Terra Nova welcome.
That ray of sunshine
Is that giant Terry projection just gonna stay there forever? Does anyone remember the glitch from Crackdown 2 that made you run like 200 miles per hour? No, I don't, but that sounds awesome.
Berg is our first target. If all goes well, he won't be our last. His official title is Manpower Lieutenant, a fancy term for bastard who preys on the helpless. And he gets away with it because he's got the keys to the city. I marked your crime map with that power station you took down, but Berg has already tapped into a set of backup generators. His main gateway is still locked down. If we're going to get you and the refugees into the city, we've got to take that backup station out.
This is such a clear, like, tutorial route. You get this, like, tiny island over here, and then this fixed road through this linear area until you hit the big city. I mean, that's fine. This is a good way to do it, honestly, but... So agility orbs, I'm at, is that 1, I think that's 1%? I don't know if that's 1%. 1.08, whatever that means. Maybe it is 1%. I like this sort of display for, like, the enemy leaders and such. I assume it's like this because once we hit the city and we've, like, taken care of Wilhelm or whatever, like, we'll be able to take on other ones in different orders or what have you.
Now that Terra Nova knows you're here,
but it's a nice way to show it.
Increasing the defenses. Stay alert.
Is this game Huge Quest the game? That's kind of Crackdown's thing, yeah. So it's basically that. Is there an agility orb up there? No. Okay. Gotta look everywhere for him, man. Oh, there's one there, though. No, let me jump good, please. Yeah, there we go. Terry cussing out gravity live.
Heading over that bridge is the best way to get us into the city.
Oh, someone asked if I can change lock on target while I'm aiming. Let me try that. There's only one target right now. Hang on.
Coming up on an
Can you target individual body parts? That's probably a no. It's definitely not really that type of combat. You can't use the right stick to toggle aim targets, so maybe you cannot. I'm not sure. That actually does jump out as a little odd. I would think the right stick would let you do that, but seemingly that's a no. Maybe that's a setting or something. Alternatively, maybe that's just a hard no. Oh, Ratchet says after level 1 firearms you can do that? Okay. I see. Oh, Ratchet also says, Ratchet, who's clearly playing this game, also says, so yeah, the Agent DNA thing where I saw 1.08 on Terry is the level, not percentage of completion. Okay. Cool. Okay, not many options right now. I don't suppose we're gonna have any choice for any of the other slots. The gadget slot. Okay, yeah, mostly grenades. When I saw the word gadget, I was like, ooh, not grenades, but it looks like it's a lot of grenades. Okay, we got a gadget.
All right, you found a fragmentation grenade? Looks like pretty standard explosive fare.
Oh man, you know what? Having that hard lock-on makes grenades work really well.
If I'm reading this right, I think your eyes just evolved. Your aim. You've got pinpoint accuracy.
Oh shit, when locked on, use right stick to target body parts. You know, someone asked me about that just earlier. And I said no because obviously I don't know that much about Crackdown. But evidently targeting body parts is a thing. Jeez.
I've seen too many Nova.
Oh yeah, shit. There you go.
Let's see how they
Okay.
like in your sights.
I wonder how that works gameplay-wise. Yeah, the combat feels good, Tiburon. I mean, like I mentioned before, the controls in general feel really snappy. Is Crackdown just a Kingdom Hearts game when you get right down to it? You got flow motion, you got lock on. I think that's a pretty narrow definition of a Kingdom Hearts game, but if we stumble upon Disney Worlds, then you might have something going with that argument. I'm gonna go with a delicate no for the time being. How long are Crackdown games usually? That is a great question for how long to beat, because I can't tell ya. So this orb has 2 little pips above it, so does that mean it counts for 2? Okay, no, it just counted for 1 in the ticker. I wonder what the 2 pips above it meant, if anything. Yeah, I want to see what that yellow thing is over there, the yellow dancing thing. Is this going to be on Steam? It's on the Windows Game Store or whatever right now. I don't know if there's any plans for Steam.
Let's be clear. The only way into the city is through Wilhelmberg's processing center. And
Yeah,
he guards
okay.
that
Nothing in
gateway
this
with his
corner.
life, because his life and his job depend
Let me
on
just cut this minute of
But
the
he's a
stream
punk, and
before I
you're
put
an
it on
agent,
YouTube.
so you got this.
Oh, I see. The more pips on an agility orb, the more XP it's worth. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. You can use R3 to jump and boost as well. So you really don't need to take your finger off the right stick ever.
Robot motors. These machines are relentless. No pity, no remorse, just fear.
You could always claw like an animal. I claw all the time, man.
Berg is printing reinforcements.
How else do you play
Long
Souls
this,
games?
So keep coming, please.
So supply points, I think, reload your shit too, so I should probably access that. Actually, I don't know if they reload your shit. I don't have a tertiary weapon yet. Oh, yeah, okay, no I don't, okay. Don't you level lift power by meleeing? Do you? Is melee lift power? That's pretty cool, actually. I wasn't sure. Plasma rifle, I
Looking
will
up
take
the
that.
specs for that plasma rifle. And it is straight up sci-fi weaponry. Except it's real and in your hands.
I wonder if there's a unique quote for like every single weapon. Okay, I want to get that agility orb now and prove my agility. I can maybe get up to this one. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, it's high. Maybe I can't get it right now. Yeah, you do have a dodge roll. Oh no, my agility's too bad. Tiny Terry can't jump that high. Unless there's a trick to it. Yeah, no, not right now. I'll come back for it. And like, I remember that from the first Crackdown, where you'd see agility orbs that are just out of reach, and later on you'd come back and you'd be like, oh, they're like well within my reach now that I jumped 4 times as high.
The city belongs to Terra Nova, and the gate stays closed to agency assholes.
How'd he do that? Berg just teleported. Get after him, Agent.
Thank you for this, Agent. Now you here, and I get to make an example of you in all the worst ways. Enough! Training time is over!
How do I switch weapons? Yeah, Y. Of course it's Y.
These bots are on top of the range.
It's hurting him. Keep it up.
Nothing personal. The last coup failed me. Now it's your turn. Prove your worth.
Shoot and move, Agent. Shoot and move.
I have no idea whether your shield regenerates or not, but I just realized enemies drop like a bunch of shield energy or whatever. So probably not. I probably need to actually get aggressive, which is fine. That's like how I prefer doing things.
Why fight me when I can get you on the payroll? As my new bodyguard, you love the
Keep
benefits.
focused. Hit him hard. Watch where he goes.
Fuck you! You won't take me down! Protect me, or you're all fired!
Holy shit! I can't believe it! We got past the gatekeeper. And the people of the Outlands. We've helped them into the city.
Ah, cute.
I know we just met, Agent. But I've got to say, we make a damn good team. And we're just getting started.
Oh, this is really nice.
Hang on. Someone's tapping the line.
Agent, is that you? My God, we thought you were all dead.
Oh, it's your boss, man.
This is Agency Director Charles Goodwin. Who the hell am I talking to?
You can call me Echo. Or even better, the person who put your agent back together after some shitty intel almost got them killed. Thank you very much.
Stealing agency data is a criminal offense, Miss Swift.
Hey, the only criminals I see are wearing Terra Nova suits. And with my help, your agent is already bringing them to justice.
Listen up, civilian. The agency is the world's preeminent crime-fighting task force. We've been kicking ass since before you were born. This time, it's different. When the blackouts hit, even we were blindsided. Then our satellites came back online.
Gotta get our
and
plot
found
dump
the
early.
major city still glowing in the dark. 5 years ago, this place was a desolate spit of land in the ocean.
Yes, it's truly inspiring what a greedy, all-powerful corporation can accomplish. It all starts with Elizabeth Niemand, but she's recruited one hell of a team to build her dream. Take Catala Vargas, head of the industry division. Vargas was a Nobel Prize-winning scientist, now in charge of Chimera, the stuff that blacked out the world and left so many of us lost in the darkness. Or how about Kulinagata, the hired muscle handling security? He is a butcher who will do anything to protect company interests, especially if it means spilling other people's blood. Last but not least, Alois Quist, architect of Terra Nova Logistics, the control freak who designed this entire island and keeps it running like clockwork, at any cost.
Can't wait for all these boss fights. Just show me the rogues gallery right at the
Local
opening.
monorail stations to direct the flow of human resources. If the refugees end up on those monorail trains, God only knows what'll happen to them.
Agent, you are in enemy territory with no shortage of viable targets and a clear-cut mission directive.
Save the people, save the world.
Take down Terra Nova by any means necessary.
Yeah, okay, let's head to the metro then. I saw before in
Agent,
chat
now that I'm hooked back into your
Stag
vitals,
Nasty
I see
asking
our
for
friend Regen
thoughts on
has a
Kingdom
baseline
Hearts
set of
3
skills.
without spoilers.
You'll need to rebuild yourself if we're going to save the world.
Wouldn't all this
It's,
be
you know,
easier
it's
with
great.
a bit more agency
The
assistance?
culmination of the
Maybe we'll
gameplay
get lucky
style
and
and,
find more
and
survivors,
presented in
but all
Birth by Seeking
other
Dream Drop
assets are
Distance,
overwhelmed in the blackout
and is
zone.
honestly way better than
So for
either
the
of those
time
games.
being,
I
you're
really
on your
enjoyed it a lot.
Unless we start a
I also
revolution.
liked the story and thought they handled it fairly well, considering I don't think they would have been able to address everything, or I don't think they would have been able to address everything absolutely perfectly, and I think they did a pretty good job addressing most things
Nice
pretty darn
ride.
well.
And I'm sure the owner doesn't mind the agency
Look at
borrowing
this.
it.
Tiny
I've scanned
Terry
it
and
to
his
your
little chili
inventory,
car.
So it's available
I like
anytime you
this.
need it. Just hit a vehicle capture pad around the city.
Does this have nitrous? No, it has a brake though. This car is so dinky. Okay, hang on. I need an off-ramp. I want to drive to my objective now. Oh, there we go. There's a ramp. It's not on the road, though. What city planner worked on this? The other road had a ramp. This way, I definitely saw a ramp. I was too much of a coward to take it the first time, and I can admit that. There we go. Perfect.
One robotic bastard scrap.
Oh, shit. A lot of damage to the little chili.
Please be aware, a hostile agent has been spotted in the vicinity. Station defenses
It's
are
going well
updated.
so far.
Thank you.
Is it the stream or is the frame rate a little chugging? That would be the stream. Amen.
Be advised, a threat
These
has
guys have
been
been
detected
chugging
in your
agility
area.
orbs.
Activating basic
We're
station
running circles
defense
around the
protocols.
car.
Thank you.
Is my car smoking right now? I hope not. I really don't want to take a death because my car explodes.
A friendly reminder, aggression will be met with... Greetings.
I did it! Great!
A polite
Amazing.
reminder that your current course of action is in flagrant violation of Terra Nova law.
I wondered when Roxy would come out to play.
I'm glad the car lasted. Right till the end. For a sec, I thought I died when the car exploded and the camera cut like that. Just the opposite.
The monorail
Thanks,
network
little
on
chili.
New Providence is run by Roxy, a friendly customer service AI, corrupted by Terra Nova. Every monorail station we take forces Roxy to adjust
I was wondering why
operations
one of the
nearby,
villains was just a
putting more
circle.
of their network in our sights.
So the more stations you capture, the closer we get to finding and
I thought maybe that was just a
offlining
weird
Roxy.
bug or something, but no, actually a circle. Okay, so the metro stations are for handling that villain. Prisoner hardpoint. Survival chance 83%. When you hit view owner, that show. Okay, that shows. Oh, I see, I see. Ah, okay. So there's a bunch of stuff relating to each villain specifically. That's cool, so you can like actually tell which side objectives are linking you to which villains each time. Okay, I'm gonna go over to this thing. 83% chance of survival is not bad.
Hey, good news. While you were taking that monorail
Oh,
station,
yeah, no, I got good
heard
punches,
from the
right?
militia. They reached the refugees.
I mean, they look similar,
before Terra
but
Nova.
Good.
I'm sure they're a little
Then
gooder.
we can focus on dismantling the rest of the enemy's distribution network. But be ready, Agent. They won't make it easy.
Poor little chili. Oh, wait, I drove right past him. I am a fool. How do I get out of this thing? Okay, there we go. Left bumper.
You're taking damage.
Oh, phew, I thought the game was about to crash. Damn. Good that it didn't. The performance has been surprisingly even so far, honestly. So that's the first real bad hitch.
Pop that cage and get those people free. Can you call your superior? There's been a huge... Nice. Hardpoint shut down, and the militia members are free.
Oh shit. We got another little chili.
That's a new vehicle at your disposal.
It's probably way sturdier. We could probably finish way more missions with this one. Yeah, this does have something of a Saints Row feeling. I mean, definitely like the combat and the movement feels Crackdown. But in general, they've always shared like a fair amount. So. Oh, I can't pick up the car yet.
Forces with grenades and shotguns. Proudly go with a vengeance.
Oh no, I think I came to a slightly higher level place.
Cryo grenades will freeze targets.
I'm sure I'll be
out of their
okay.
blast radius, and
Oh, no.
frozen targets make easy
There we go.
targets.
Come on, give me the door. Yeah, I'll be okay. I appreciate that it only throws when you release the button. Let me try to pick that up again. I need to move these weapons. The weapons are preventing me from picking it up. There we go.
Shotguns cut through trouble up close
Please.
and
There we
personal.
go. When you hold the throw button, your character just preps it, which is kind of neat actually. And then on release, they throw it immediately. I think that's fun. Instead of having like a little delay after you hit the button before the throw happens, just make it like virtually instant on release. I think that's way more intuitive. It feels better anyway. Would you rather see Terry Crews doing Harry Harry Yukai or Mote Seifu? Probably Harry Harry Yukai, honestly. Not that Mote Seifu is not cute. They both are, but I want to see Terry get as physical as possible. Can you melee with held objects? That's a good question, actually. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with a hard no on that one, at least for the time being.
Agility orbs can be tricky to reach. That's the point. Up your game. Grease 'em, Agent. This machine pistol is all about filling the air with lead at close range.
Oh man, I totally didn't play Agents of Mayhem. But, you know, that's not a bad comparison. Man, that poor game. Like, it came out and it was like pretty good and everything, but it was just so the wrong place, wrong time. People just weren't interested. It's a little sad. Oh, there's that blue orb over there too. I don't know what that is, but I saw an agility orb over there. I guess I want both of them. I guess dropping down to that would be best. God, I don't know. I can probably climb up to it. Oh, there's more agility orbs. Can I grab this? Oh yeah, good. We're good.
Okay. I see you're near one of Nova's chemical sites. Part of the toxic industrial network.
So those are hidden orbs.
It needs to go.
1 out of 250 hidden orbs.
All right, Agent. I'm
Shoutouts to numbers.
There are hidden orbs
So those gave me
across the
stats and
island,
everything?
generated by your
That's dope.
suit to encourage exploration and mastery of the combat landscape. Hunt them down, and each of your skills will get a big-time boost.
God, now that I'm seeing that number, was it only 300 agility orbs in the first game? Or am I misremembering that? There was actually way more than 300. Because that makes me think there was actually way more, and I'm not remembering correctly. God, there's too many agility orbs everywhere. You could spend dozens of hours looking for these fucking things.
Watch the
Oh,
enemy
there's, like,
fire.
no accuracy at this range with the machine pistol. Shocking, right? Oh, it's quite strong up close, though. $500 in the first game? Fuck. Are buildings destructible in this game? Buildings are destructible in the, what's the mode called? Wrecking Zone, I think it's called. The Wrecking Zone, like, co-op multiplayer mode. That's where the buildings are all, like, fully destructible and stuff. That was something that they showed off early as like a big thing in Crackdown 3. The previous development studio. For anyone who doesn't know this game had a really troubled development, and it actually switched lead developer at some point. But the previous lead developer showed that off as, like, you know, big feature, like, right away.
Game, Agent. Grab that orb.
And a lot of people always struggled to see how that related to the single player. Like, how is that going to work in the context of a single player world? The idea that you can destroy every building, like, easily at, like, a massive level of scale. And in the end, it seems like it doesn't, because it's not in the single player. They still actually kept working on the feature, and they got it in, and it's in the Wrecking Zone multiplayer mode, but it is only in the multiplayer. So okay, I can't quite make. Oh no, I can make this one from over here. Look at this amazing platforming skill from the guy who brought you a 0-death 100% Mario Odyssey run. Oh fuck, I won't be able to make it to the agility orb. It's on that roof over there. If only I had a wall jump. If I was playing as Mario, I could make it up.
Getting better all the time.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make that other one.
Come on, Jackson.
Okay, let me actually, like, pick a place to go. We got a lab over here. Let's go to the lab. 74% survival chance, good enough for Terry. Oh, if I want to get that orb, I need to unlock Glide. Oh, okay. Glide's in Neverland? Cool, cool, cool. I keep seeing the little, like, X prompt to pick things up.
Nova's going to
Keep looking
disappear
like,
those
ooh,
militia members.
is that a
if we
thing?
don't
Is that an
help.
important thing? Oh shit, look. It's a ramp that you can move
Everyone
around.
knows
That's
agility
dope.
orbs boost your speed
like
and
that.
jumps. But the hidden orbs boost all your skills. They may be harder to earn, but if you want to be an all-purpose killing machine, they're a good way to get there.
Yeah, so they're like... saying their Bizarro police is like not doing service to how much they break the law in service of their own justice. Like, their squad has always been, like, dubiously legal as far as I remember. Did in-game Terry Crews yell power yet? Not yet, I don't think. But I feel like it's just a countdown till that
Give
happens.
those harvesters something to chew on.
Yeah, like organized vigilantism. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Crispy fried bad guys.
Oops, what am I being shot at by? Okay, so I gotta actually blow up the harvesters themselves. Okay, so... do I just shoot at them?
These harvesters
Wait, is that it? I just shoot at him? Okay.
So much. Choke 'em up, Agent.
Oh, choke him up, so I think I could maybe toss stuff in there. Can I go in this zone? It's not poison? Okay. I saw the yellow cloud and I immediately got suspicious because of every RPG ever.
Target eliminated. On to the next.
Is that gonna... Oh yeah, I think that did some damage. Okay, that did like half. Okay,
Lock
okay.
up those harvests.
So yeah, really do just
Jam them
choke
good.
them. Is that it? Is that one? I think so. Worst comes to worst. No, that's one. Okay, cool. I like, by the way, how right now my health just does not fill the health bar at the top at all. You gotta earn that.
Fire.
Is Crackdown 1 the one they bundled with the highly anticipated Halo demo to push sales? I mean, I suppose they did it to push sales, yeah, but yes, that's the one. The beta for Halo 3. Honestly, like, it's a tried and true formula. If you've got a bundle to pack, or if you've got a demo to pack in, may as well. Why am I not throwing? I know it does feel like forever ago, huh? I remember a friend of mine literally buying Crackdown for the beta. Oops. Literally buying Crackdown for the beta, and he ended up coming away really, really liking Crackdown. So. Actually, I feel like that happened for a fair amount of people. So. Oh, I gotta blow up another thing. Okay. Well, let me get this secret orb. Hidden orb. 2 on 250. Almost at 1%, guys. Oh, hang on. I don't need to go there. Wait, is all the, like... Are all the little orbs gonna be up there, then?
The agency has come to destroy us. Welcome.
Wasn't there a demo for one of the MGS games in
death.
Zoe 2?
Say hello to Nova's chemical
No, it
chief.
was the first
Arrogant
Zoe had an
blowhard
MGS
named
2
Jaimin
demo.
Gaeta.
And Zoe HD Collection had Revengeance. It's always the first Zoe with Raiden. That's always the link.
Gaeta's a genius. Just ask
As soon as Raiden gets a new game,
expert
the
in chemical
first Zoe has to
refinement and
re-release.
manipulation.
He's also the ultimate gross polluter, poisoning the world to feed Nova's top-secret Chimera experiments.
The infrastructure Gaeta set up is intricate, so each chem site you destroy should put more strain on others nearby.
The more sites you shut down, the closer we get to flushing out Jaimin Gaeta and ending the chemical threat.
Okay, so what do we got nearby? What is this one? Vehicle log. Okay, well, my survival chance is really low, so let's do a couple other things, and let's head over to that one.
I'm tapping into the chem network's monitoring system, and pressure is already surging through the pipelines. Next facility you hit should be ripe to pop.
It'll also be better defended. Brace for more fun.
Yeah, I miss demo discs too. It's a shame that they're like exceedingly obsolete nowadays. You know, like there are still situations in which they make sense. Like, for example, PlayStation VR comes with a demo disc always, every bundle.
We should still shut it down just
So that
in case.
everyone has
See
like
if
a
we
bunch
can
of
draw out the
software to
AI
just take a
station
look at right away.
Yeah. Then put the robotic bastard.
But otherwise, it's hard to make a real good argument for demo discs. But they used to be the shit, I agree. I remember going to Festival Fantasia, which was a, or not Fantasia, Festival, oh my god, what was it called? I've forgotten the name. The old, like, game convention thing in Montreal. What was it called? Anyway, I remember going there one time and coming away with like 10 PSP demos on different UMDs. and I have this little collection of like UMD PSP demos. I found that really like great as a kid. It was like a lot of playtime I got from those things. I got a demo disc for Jeanne d'Arc. What a dope game, man. God, what was that fucking event called? How could I forget this? Fantasia the movie festival.
Cut through the competition.
Arcadia? Festival Arcadia? Might have been Arcadia. Yeah. Either way, it wasn't great. It was like a pretty shitty game event. Like imagine PAX East, now imagine it was shitty. Also, like before indie games were like a big thing too. So yeah, it just came out today, Kiari. It is fresh.
Burn them all.
Can I say, by the way, a feature that I like in this game, well, not really in this game, attached to this game, that all consoles have the ability to do right now, but not many games actually take advantage of, is that when you download this game, you can choose to download everything, or the campaign, or the multiplayer. And you don't, so I was able to just download the campaign, which was like 10 gigs, and I didn't have to download the multiplayer, which was a whole separate thing. And I gotta say, I really appreciate that. Not many titles support that.
Yes.
Despite, again, the fact that you can do it on both PS4 and Xbox One. Both of them support that. So, I wish more games would take advantage of that. Admittedly, it's a bunch of busy work, and it's a pain in the ass. And if you haven't planned for it, like, a lot of unforeseen problems can arise. But, like, it's so cool. It's such a good thing. I thought this was a vehicle for a second. I mean, this looks like a vehicle. I guess I can't drive it, though. What is this? Mr. Booze? Oh, I get it, because it's alcohol.
Agent, if you want to improve your driving skill, compete in road races.
Yeah, Doom on the Switch did that. That's
nail
true.
some crazy maneuvers. You'll be rocking and rolling behind the wheel in no time.
That was probably in the first game, and I forgot. Oh, well, good stunt.
Here's the exchange precinct.
Stunt it.
Staging ground for localized oppression. But not if we take out the officers in charge.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly an argument for, like, you know, you don't want to split it because you want to make sure people have access and thus actually use it. Or, like, yeah, keeping up engagement, as America is saying in the chat. But I mean, I can tell you firsthand, like, just the compliance process for doing that is a pain in the neck.
All right, you just unlocked a sweet set of wheels.
An issue I've encountered
is linked to your DNA
working at
and evolves with your
game
driving
studios
skills. Best part, when you
in
call,
compliance
it'll
is
come
like
find you.
when you work in compliance, you learn all the rules. You know what it takes to ship a game on a console and like the specific rules you have to comply with and how you have to comply with them. And so you're good. And every time you work on a game, you go, well, we need to make sure it's like this. And you start to recognize patterns, and you start to, you know, be able to identify things better. You get good at your job. Problem is, like, a lot of programmers and designers don't necessarily know these regulations because that's not their job. So every new game project you're on, you always end up in situations where the same issues keep happening at the same company because, like, the designers and programmers and directors don't necessarily know the minutia. Like, they'll know generally, like, oh, well, we need to have button icons, or oh, we need to have this or that, but, like, you end up stumbling on a lot of things that you shouldn't be. And so when it comes to adding, like, totally extra extraneous stuff, like the ability to, like, split multiplayer and single player, it becomes like a tertiary priority, you know? Air slide seems really cool, by the way. Like, it feels good. I'm actually gonna get there was an agility orb atop this building. You know, I said I was gonna get it. Oh, no, wait, I will get it. Oh, wait, was it not on this building? Oh, it's on that building. Wait. Was there not an agility orb over here? I thought I saw an agility orb in this direction. I guess not. Oh, can I make this? Tight.
Nova cleaners. Watch out for toxic
Oh, I like this
slag.
laser gun, honestly. Additionally, since it seems to light them on fire, which causes like a stun, it seems really powerful. Bishop Bane says, I feel like there's a problem with Crackdown games in that I never feel compelled to drive a car. Why drive when I can jump everywhere? Yeah, you know, I can definitely see that they could, like, get you across the city quicker,
Watch the vultures.
but I also feel like I'd rather just, like, jump. Why would I not want to jump? Especially when the agility orbs are, like, meant to be found jumping around, you know, like, and they're everywhere.
Feel the heat.
I do feel like the cars just kind of feel obsolete by default a little bit. But I don't know. I'm sure there are good reasons to use them that I simply am not familiar with. Besides, like, movement speed stuff. God, this laser's great. I don't want to lose this laser. Nice. Good toss, Terry. Yeah, I felt that in Saints Row as well. I see you guys quoting Saints Row 4. I played Get Out of Hell, which I think was that one based on 3 or 4? I can't recall. Anyway, I played Get Out of Hell, the bad spin-off one. And in that one, yeah, I also felt like, no, I don't need to use these cars at all. I think Get Out of Hell was based on 4. I think, because you had all the flight stuff in it.
Well done. You're now authorized to use Agency Limpet.
Ooh, things are getting testy in Nova's chemical HQ.
For a man who calls himself a genius, you're a fucking
Yeah, okay, it is
fool.
based on 4? Right,
What the
right.
hell's going on with your shit?
I could ask
Boy,
the
Get Out of
same
Hell is
question.
really like...
I was told the agency would not be a problem, yet here
It's
they
kinda
are destroying
miserable.
my work.
I hired
So I
you to
unlocked
defend
something.
the system,
The
K.
Commander Khan was just
Hired
telling me I got
built
something.
it.
I
am
got
the
cut off
reason
by the
this city is
cutscene, but I
alive
assume it'll be
when
at
the
my,
rest of the world is dying
my
in
stockade.
darkness. Not you. Just as I am the reason Neiman's beast will have teeth.
In case I haven't said it enough, Chimera is pure evil in the hands of lunatics.
And there's no telling how much of it we're dealing
Oh, the map's called
so
the
don't
crime
ease
map.
up on the
That's
pressure,
cool.
Agent. Not one bit.
Up on D-pad resets to checkpoint.
Is not tolerated at Terra Nova. Policy
Why would I want to do that right now? I don't know.
and
Maybe I should hit that button in a bit, just to see.
again. We can all look
Someone asked
Put
earlier
the
if you could
platform
use air
controls
vents to
and
go
shoot
up.
them.
Yes.
activity immediately and have a glorious day.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, I earned that. So she said shoot them? Can I just shoot? Yeah, okay. Well, that was actually the path forward. I was doing it very much the hard way. This is what true MLG skill looks like. Air controls are really good, by the way. Very Mega Man in how you can influence your direction like super quickly. Can I just shoot at these? I'm scared to make this last jump. What if I fall? Ugh. Does the game make you really feel like
Just
Terry
me?
Crews? Well, I imagine this is
That
like a
sounds a lot
fraction of
better.
being Terry Crews. You know, I don't think a
Winning
game
hearts
can
and
really
minds,
demonstrate that
The
perfectly.
civilian militia in this area is on the road. Capture more propaganda towers, and you'll inspire a citywide revolution.
A combination of playing this and binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine can maybe get you in the right mindset, though. Like you'll be in a good ballpark. What is that blue light? Is that a base? I think. Oh yeah, it's base. Okay, okay. Supply points, right? Yes. Oh shit! Look, we got a race, which I assume would be in a car. Also, I just got a ground pound. Oh, you can actually look at what you unlock. Okay. Agency launch pads. Oh, that's cool. Like that you can place? That's actually rad. Double dash, which is just 2 dash. Yeah, okay. Nice, that's great. Triple jump. Who's gonna say no to that? I appreciate that they have video previews. Those are the best. Pick up and use any firearm. Target limbs. Ammo pack. Increase capacity of ammunition. That's a new weapon. That's a new gadget. That's a new weapon. Whoa, that one's a tether? That's a really elaborate feature. That's actually really cool. Smash, grab, energy grip, pick up from a greater distance, ground pound. Yeah, that's what I just unlocked. Flying fist. Oh, sick. I like that. Full screen attacks. Improves resistance to fire, cold, electricity, and chimera. Graviton gloves. Nice. Just better pickup. Explosions, more rockets. Yeah, okay, and then vehicle stuff. Agency spider. Oh, look at that. What does the transform to spider button do? Oh, wow. That looks like a fun-ass vehicle. We were just talking about why would you get into vehicles? Look at this one. Jeez. Look, they made it do a flip just for fun. Whoever was recording this video knew what was up. Self-destruct. Oh, nice. Cool. That's cool how you jump out first. Minotaur. Oh, it's like a tank. That's cool. Also, I like that mech enemy there. I like how it just bumps the cars out of the way. Charming.
Nice. Now you can deliver an earth-shattering ground.
Okay, I noticed there was a agility
higher
orb
the
there,
jump,
so let's not
the
fuck this up.
bigger the boom.
There we go. I should do a big explosive ground pound. That was alright. Oh, you can cut off your air dash too by just moving the stick in another direction. I believe.
Spread the sickness, Agent. There's no damage
Not
like
incorrect.
toxic damage.
You seem really stiff in the air during the pound. Yeah, I think you're pretty locked in. Actually, you're able to control your direction pretty well. I don't know if you saw that, but like I was moving forward and then I held backwards and I actually like was able to pull myself backwards pretty well. So you don't go straight down. Well, I mean you do go straight down, but you can clearly influence it if you wanna, if you need to adjust your aim. Oh, this poor pool. I hope I can be rich enough to one day have an in-ground pool that could potentially be filled with toxic chemicals. I mean, hopefully I won't get the chemicals, but it'd be nice to start with the pool.
Flying in.
And you know what? If it comes with the chemicals first and I have to take those out, that's also fine. I just hope I can have an in-ground pool one day. That would be swell. Why does every game now have floating damage numbers? I think that's a Crackdown thing, no? I might be mistaken, I'm not totally sure. But I believe that's a Crackdown thing.
Toasty.
In all fairness, there are practical applications to floating damage numbers. Like seeing plain and simple when your stuff's not like being very effective. Hang on, there's actually a thing here that I missed.
Fuck you, gravity.
Nice. You found a link to Nova's internal surveillance. Secret recordings of Neiman's leadership team. It's an old intel fragment, but may hold something good.
How are you feeling today, Rob?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this game was in development for 5 years, but like
Calm now, my
they switched dev studio, you know, like I don't think it's
You
entirely
found your first race. Your suit generates these
entirely
skill challenges
unreasonable
to help you level up. As your level grows,
to say that
new
like
race tiers
expecting a
are
perfect game was a bit outrageous.
designed to make you the best agent you can be.
It seems like a perfectly good game, honestly. I think you can only start the race from out, and they give you a okay, yeah, they give you a vehicle. Oh, actually, driving fast with fast cars feels pretty good.
That's it. Hug them corners.
Like, very arcadey feeling. Oh, God. Reset, reset, reset! How does this game hold up to Crackdown 1? I've only played a little bit of Crackdown 1. I've heard from Crackdown fans that the sentiment seems to be that this is better than the first Crackdown. Like, I've seen fans saying this is the best Crackdown game, despite its flaws. Definitely a return to form from 2 at very least, even for those who seem to still like the first one better, which, I mean, more power to you, you know?
Nice drifting, Agent.
Oh my god, my drifting's so good. I need to get better with these cars. You know, I can actually check if you can turn off the floating damage numbers. Just while we're talking about it. Game settings, maybe? HUD visibility. I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Aw, jeez. Aw, jeez. Okay, we're going for gold. We're going for gold. We're still on world record pace. Oh wait, that's a stunt ring. I don't need to hit stunt rings. I thought that was the next objective ring. Don't worry, we'll make up the time by just driving through these guys' lawns. Going great. We're just about to hit gold time, and we're barely past halfway. I'm really bad with the cars. Clearly. I need my little chili or nothing. If you're going higher than 40, you're going too fast for me. Oh, there we go. I unlocked the spider form, by the way. Oh my god. They're actually cutting me off. I earned this. Is this why Liam doesn't play racing games on stream? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is. I'm not much into racing games at all, honestly. So, especially not like realistic ones or anything. As much as they impress me to look at, I don't actually enjoy playing like realistic racing games. I mean, I'll play your Mario Karts and shit, you know, but I won't get good at them. Yeah, I'll submit my fucking all race percent GDQ run now. Yeah, Split Second was cool, absolutely. That was a dope game. You know what else is cool? The PSP port of Split Second that is compatible with the Vita and also great. If you've got a Vita and you like Split Second, I highly recommend checking out the PSP port. I know not a ton of people were into the PSP at the time, but there was a period where EA was like porting a bunch of their games to the PSP, and they did fantastic ports, honestly. That was ported really well. Dante's Inferno has an amazing PSP port. It's ridiculous. It's the whole game. It's nuts. And it plays great too. Like, I mean, it's still Dante's Inferno, but it's a fucking good port. It's like really startling, actually. They wanted to port Army of Two, but early on in development they decided they should make an entirely different version of it. So they made like a top-down Army of Two shooter. That was really fun, actually. You could actually unlock and play as Isaac Clarke and Dante in that game, which was cool. The big omission at the time was Mirror's Edge. If there had been a Mirror's Edge PSP game, that would have been rad, A, and insanely hard to play with one stick, B. So, I still would have played it, though. Lift the weights. Oh, I missed weights? I can look for them in a sec.
Scorched earth.
Oh yeah, I'm a little over leveled for this one now.
Okay.
Oh, was there a hidden orb on the dock?
Monorail line captured, and with it, a little rail-mounted gun.
Check that out.
Good work.
Yeah, I still have yet to see the end of Dante's Inferno, so maybe I should check out Matt's LP. Maybe that's a good way for me to do that without actually having to play through it. I played most of it on the PSP though. Just didn't finish. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for calling that out. The weights. Where were the weights? The weight was on top of the building? Okay, I'll look. Did you ever play Hollow Knight? If so, what are your thoughts on the sequel announcement? Okay, so no, I haven't. But it's high on my list of games I want to stream, and I'm not going to front. The announcement of the sequel, which was supposed to be just a big DLC, but I guess they've decided to dramatically expand it, is fucking awesome. I think that's really, really cool. I think they said they sold 2.8 million units, and as a result of their success, they're going to give all backers a free copy of the game as well, the new game. I think it's dope. I'm so happy for them. What an awesome success story. You know, I think Hollow Knight looks amazing, and I genuinely really want to play it. I literally bought it actually for streaming. I just haven't touched it. So, okay, where was the weight? Someone said there was a weight on the building, as in like for building the muscle. But I'm unclear which building it was
Glad
on.
to see your crime map is working.
Somewhere around here it must have
Techs
been.
worked hard to build a tool that not only gives you the lay of the land, but a view of the enemy's operation. Everything you need to tear them apart.
Mr. Fluffy Puff says he feels bad for buying the first Hollow Knight on discount. You know, don't feel bad for buying a game when it's discounted. You know, they discounted it, and they knew what they were discounting it for. You know, to get more eyes on it. So don't feel bad. If you do feel bad, you can buy some of their merch.
If we hit the units and bring enough
you
pain,
can solve this
we
problem.
will force their hand, and then.
Oh, I'm well
cut it
past the
right
weights.
off.
Okay, that's
When you're
fine.
cruising the city, be sure to look out for hidden orbs, Agent. Boost your skills across the board. Unleash every
Cryo
bit of
shotgun, yeah, I
engineered
want that.
goodness we put into you.
I haven't actually been using my shotgun really, so let's break this one out.
The Harlington Cryo
Wow, Frozen is
Shotgun.
really strong.
Have
I think I have
fun
cryo
freezing
grenades right now
targets
as
in
well.
place.
Like how he defrosted into death. Is there keys to the city? I'm not familiar. If that was a crackdown mechanic or something, then I'm unfamiliar with the mechanic. I haven't played a ton of the first two crackdowns. I haven't played any of the second crackdown, so. Oh yeah, they did cancel that physical release of Hollow Knight. You're right. What company were they working with again? Was it? It was Skybound, right? Who was gonna publish it? The guys who are now publishing The Walking Dead.
The more
Yeah, I wonder
orbs
why
you
that got
collect,
canceled.
the better equipped you'll be to take down Terra Nova. So see 'em, get 'em, and kick ass, Agent.
Man, my jump height is already so much better. Okay, let me pick a spot. Now that there's no agility orbs in my line of sight, let's do it. Prisoner hardpoint. Oh shit, there's an agility orb. I lied. The Mulcher. Yeah, you know, okay. What is this? This is my other cryo gun. Okay, Mulcher, let's go.
This fancy piece of
I want to make sure.
engineering
Oh, cool! Now I got 2
an
lasers.
industrial melting tool
That's what I want.
to a flesh-burning
I really dig the laser, honestly. And like laser weapons are usually really not my thing. I'm more of a shotgun rocket launcher type of guy, but
Yes! The militia has taken up arms, and they're pushing back.
ooh, that's the second time I got a little hitch like that. Honestly, not too bad if they're as few and far between as they currently have
When
been.
you took that last hard point,
Like we've been
you
streaming
not
for
only freed more militia members,
over an
but
hour,
gave the others an
comfortably
opening.
over an hour and
They
a half,
just
and
reported
twice.
hitting a Nova weapons
Otherwise, the
cache.
performance is like surprisingly really,
Resistance
really,
is
really
growing
even,
stronger.
considering I'm on like base Xbox One. Who should? Oh, there you go.
Sick move, Agent. Sick.
Yeah, you know what? I actually want to see if there's a place in the menu that tells me how many orbs there are in general. Oh, I can see per area. Like, there's 32 agility orbs in this region, 17 in that region. I guess I could math it out. 64 in that region. 102 in the downtown. Okay, so yeah, a couple hundred. And that's just the agility ones. 71 down here as well. Shit, okay. Still quite a few, I think.
All right, another intel fragment. I wonder how many more of these old recordings there are.
Namhart says the climbing is giving him an Infamous vibe. You know, I hadn't noticed it until now, but you're actually super right. It does feel like that. Particularly like the way he, well, particularly the way he like attaches to buildings and jumps from there. And like the way Cole's hands like trailed along the building. Yeah, man, good call. You nailed it.
I asked how you were feeling. Remember, I'm asking for
You know
more
what?
than a
I'll get it from
systems
that building,
update.
where there's
Do you
another agility orb.
understand?
Feelings. Noun. An emotional state or reaction. I understand.
And how do you feel?
Yeah, no, you're right. The climbing only lasts until you start jumping over absolutely everything. You're super right. I remember like just YouTubing footage of the first Crackdown game back in the day, just to see what it looked like when you were capped out, and I was like, whoa, whoa, games are amazing. It's such a fun idea, honestly. And I mean, it totally makes sense. You know, one of my favorite things in JRPGs is the items that permanently boost your stats, even if it's only by 1. I love those items that just permanently bump up your stats a little bit. And I love just getting a bunch and slamming them all onto the same character and just breaking certain aspects of the game with certain builds. And by certain builds, I mean literally just maxing their stats. Particularly in Fire Emblem, I thought it was really thrilling. And in Sacred Stones, the fact that you could get more and more and more upgrade items from the ruins like infinitely meant that you could create like perfect Fire Emblem characters with absolutely maxed out statistics.
And
I've always felt that I wish that sort of concept was applied to more different types of games, and Crackdown executes that so beautifully, honestly, and it has since the beginning. Well, you know, I say it has since the beginning. I don't know if 2 was a bad point for agility orbs. I know 2 left a lot to be desired in a lot of ways. I don't know if agility orbs was one of the deficiencies, but it's dope. Crackdown, more like crack up, because this game is funny. Oh, you're funny. We'll have to institute bans for bad jokes. I really want to get this agility orb that I've tried jumping at 10 times now. I collected more agility orbs. I'll go to the tallest building in town. We can make it. Yeah, Disgaea is really good at that too. Absolutely. I mean, Disgaea is the king of that. It's a shame I'm like completely done with Disgaea for the rest of my life, but... yeah, there we go.
Agility orbs, Agent. Go get him.
Do you know about the rock candy bug in Earthbound? No. I'm not familiar with the rock candy bug. I assume that lets you jack your stats, though. N1 Net Battler says he thinks you had to chase orbs in Crackdown 2. Really? So, like, they'd move? Is that what you're saying? That sounds neat on paper. Sounds like it could get pretty tedious, but... like, it sounds like a fun thought that you'd go, maybe we shouldn't do this. Oh, shit. Sishoho Xian says, in Earthbound, rock candy boosts your stats. Eating one with a condiment like ketchup or salt only consumes the condiment. Fuck, I never knew that. I remember the condiment rule, but like, I didn't realize you could use that on stat boosting items. That's dope. Thank you for this advice I will use one day. Isn't it in Disgaea where the level cap is like 9,999? That's exactly it. Disgaea is famous, infamous for high numbers. It pioneered big numbers. And ever since then, Nipponichi Software has literally not been able to do anything fucking else ever with their internally developed RPGs. And then they leave Nipponichi Software, the crew that made Disgaea, and they go on to make Destroyer Trillion, which, guess what, is a game where the numbers get in the trillions.
I'll be damned.
So,
you found one of our lost agents.
here's one of the agents
you can
spawn as.
Luckily, with their DNA,
Neat.
we can regenerate them. Well, hello, Agent Marshall. This guy is a special blend of deadly ingredients. Firearms, fists, and a whole lot of fury.
Brock Scott says he's pretty sure he didn't have to chase all the agility orbs in 2, just some of the agility orbs. Okay, cool. Thank you for the clarification on that. Ketchup rock candy, that's nasty. You know, don't knock it till you try it.
In recognition of your new
I
level
wouldn't
of
want to eat
agility,
ketchup
you
on
are now
candy either.
authorized to use the experimental agency
cool.
launch pad.
I can get the
You'll
launch pad
find
now.
it at your nearest supply
Should
shop.
probably grab that next time on that one. I think I just walked through the precinct. Oh, that's a stun orb. Okay, so you gotta get a vehicle up here somehow.
Forces in riot here are trouble. Get around those shields to do real damage.
Oh man, this laser's super good.
Enforcement officer down.
Poison damage is great. You can't tell me otherwise.
Enforcer target down.
I like how you could hold LB before you get to these objects that make you hold LB, and they just launch as soon as you get to them, like that. That's actually pretty handy. So you can like tactically launch them early if you need to.
Hit him with the sickness.
Yeah, I got the spider car thing. I haven't actually used it yet, but I'll try it out
No
after.
good to the people of this city dead. Remember that.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh good, I'm good. Never mind, I'm okay.
Watch your health.
All Enforcer personnel, I have one simple request. Kill the agent. Do your fucking job.
Meet Lieutenant Liv Sorensen, protector of the people, head enforcer of Terra Nova rules.
That's actually a really cool visual. I like her there with the
According
wings.
to
That's
agency
dope.
intel, Liv Sorensen is a professional peacekeeper for dictators, rogue states.
And now, corrupt corporate enterprises. Sorensen's enforcers are posted across the city. When trouble sparks, word spreads fast to nearby units, putting them on alert, but also in our sights.
The more of her enforcer brigade you wipe out, the faster Sorensen will be isolated. And then, we can deliver some justice.
Is this Nemesis system? Yeah, the layout for it is pretty similar, isn't it?
Now that they know where you are,
Yeah, it doesn't really
they'll
work
be
like that, though.
scrambling more hit squads to hunt you
I
down.
saw there was an
So
agility.
watch
Yeah,
your
there we
back
go.
and take them out first.
Oh, so the hit squads will be coming out for me? Alright. I can take them. Oh no. Oh no. How embarrassing. Damn it. Oh, you know what? This'll do it. There we go. There's one up there too. Like shit, look at this jump height already. We've barely been playing the game for an hour, and already we can jump huge. Okay, now there was an agility orb right there. Yeah, you can see like a faint green line coming up from it there. I think in general they do that for all the orbs, right? Just like a little indicator for you. What is this? What is this? Oh, I think this is an on-foot race. I think that's what that is. Let's do that, actually. That sounds fun. Is there something in that building? Or am I crazy? I'm literally crazy.
Hear that, Agent? There's a hidden orb somewhere around
Commando
here.
Joe says, I wonder if there'll be an Arkham game with a Nemesis system. I wonder why you would say that. Yeah, I heard that too. There was a tone.
Agent,
And he said there was a
Forcer
hidden
units
orb.
are active in this area. Their heavy
There's a hidden
armor
orb
may
at.
deter local resistance.
I trust that
They
it's
weren't
here
built to
because he
handle
said
an
it.
agent's
And I
skills.
trust the game. There we go. Nice. Incendiary. I got the poison ones right now. I'm good. Okay, let's do that race. Tetris should have a Nemesis system, honestly.
Just like walking on air.
That'd be good. Okay, you get agility XP for getting the medals for this. I assume in the other races we would have gotten like car XP. Oh yeah, man, this just works. When everything comes together, this game like legit feels really good. I love how you can do a double jump after an air boost.
Almost there.
What was that? What was that rank?
That's worthy of gold.
Hey! I'll take it. Okay, those are fun. I really like that. I want to do more of them. Now does it... Yeah, okay, cool. And it keeps your rank on it, too. That's awesome, actually. What is this? A moonshine kiosk? Seems like a new minigame type that I haven't done yet. Or not minigame, but like mission type. There's a not-so-hidden orb right there. Is Nemesis System a monolith-owned concept? As far as I know, there's no patent on that.
That'll help.
So...
The Conqueror. A true hand
Yeah, no,
cannon.
I'm gonna...
Each slug packs a hell of a punch.
I'm gonna go with double lasers.
So much for that.
Okay, so that's some
toxic
sort
badge.
of... Oh, I see. It's an objective related to the poison dude. Or not poison, the Chimera? Is that what it was? Very important question. Does this game let you take Terry Crews selfies? Oh man, you know what? No camera system as far as I know.
Every enforcer operation you bust. Agent Anderson. Best shooter I've ever seen. Any
Yeah, I
gun,
saw the reviews
any
for this
target,
game.
anytime.
Rising 14. I thought... I mean, I think now that I've played it a little bit, I think some of them are definitely on the money. You know, I saw some people... I saw some scores that were like 7s and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I could see someone feeling like this is a 7. Not at all. I'm not at all put off by someone who's like, yeah, this is a strong 7. But you are right that some of the lower reviews, like, there was like, I think it was a 3 in there. I'm like, huh, I don't really agree with those. Those seem a little down. I mean, to each their own, right? But for me, I'm like, nah, you know what? A 3 seems a little low. I feel like this is pretty good, honestly. Like, I don't at all feel unsatisfied playing this game. It's really enjoyable. It also has a full co-op campaign, as far as I remember, which unfortunately I have no friends, so I will not be playing it in co-op ever. But that seems really good too if you do have a buddy to play it with. Yeah, 7s are still good in my book. Exactly. That's what I mean by, like, if someone looked at me and said, yeah, 7, I'd go, yeah, okay. Totally fair.
Terra Nova manages to keep a lot of good people placated with a message of hope, shitty jobs, and mind-numbing chemicals.
Can I make this jump?
Most have settled into
Oh,
this life
I thought I
because,
could make that jump.
well, they don't see a way
Oh,
out.
you still get the double, though, so I can
get
go on the
all
ledge
sloppy
and
and
jump.
shit, but
Oh, you can't jump away from the wall
you're
on the
the way
ledge.
out, Agent.
Ooh, if you could jump away from the wall, you could do some crafty things, but unfortunately, that limits you a little bit. I can go to that air conditioner at least. Do you think some of the negative user reviews might be tied to Terry and his political stances? Okay, I'm actually not aware of whether this game is getting like review bombed or if that's what you're implying. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few people who might do that and feel that way. On the other hand, I don't think I'd be so quick to say that it's like a rampant thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people felt that. The user score is 3.6 out of 10. Okay, maybe then. 3.6? How many people scored it on Metacritic? Unless someone can scan those reviews and identify another thing. Because it may also... I mean, I would also suspect people, like, you know, bandwagoning a little bit. That tends to happen in the game industry, where a game fails and everyone just likes to jeer at it. You know, happened with Agents of Mayhem. Happened with Battleborn, you know. And I see a lot of people taking a lot of glee that this game is getting, like, middling to low scores. It's like, that sucks. Tim says, it might be how long it took to make and how underwhelming it is. People expected a lot more and got a decent game. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's not fair to expect consumers to like look at the situation behind a game's development and you know, tailor their expectations to that. So I get that as well. That's, you know, I definitely think there are probably a bunch of people who are just like outright disappointed with it. Then again, like, I do think this. Oh fuck. We got Ragdoll Terry. Then again, like, personally, I do think this is like a like quite a good game right now. You know, I don't think it's bad by any means. So makes me wonder what people were expecting from Crackdown, I guess. I don't know. Give me one sec, actually. I'm just gonna click on this Metacritic link, because now we're talking about Metacritic. User reviews. Yeah, 74 positive, 7 mixed, 144 negative. Wow.
Are you going to wait here all
0,
day?
0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Yeah, this is this is just. I do see a guy in Spanish saying, "Really, 5 years for this?" And he gives it a 0, 0. Yeah, these user reviews are trash. You can't even, like, you can't even take their disappointment seriously. Oh, well, no, that is to say, I trust that they're disappointed. I can't take their review seriously. I can take it seriously that they're disappointed. I can't take the score seriously based on what they're saying. Whoop. And then you go to the actual critic reviews. 5 positive, which is 75 or higher. 39 mixed, which is 74 to 60, I think is the mixed range. And then 5 negative. Same amount of negative as positive. Yeah, definitely the mean... The average is like, yeah, 60. Well, that's the weight average. The mode seems to be 6. Just scanning it, most, like the largest pool is 6. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for watching me count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 14 6s and 12 7s. Yeah, so it is the 6 is the mode, yeah. I don't know. I don't have anything like when people say 7, I go, yeah, you know, that's fair. 6, I start going, okay. I guess you didn't like it. I'm enjoying the game quite a bit, so I'm having a hard time necessarily agreeing with some of the lower scores. You know, like like that lone 3 at the bottom. So, but hey.
The key to taking out a vehicle lockup? Destroying their vehicles. Drop any defenses and leave their rides a smoking...
Why I Die says he tends to avoid all 9 to 10 range reviews and 0 to 3 range reviews. He says he finds the most truth and legit criticism in between those ranges. Yeah, you know, well, I mean, in a lot of studies, they disregard the extreme data they find, you know, like they'll drop the top and bottom percentile, you know, and go with the averages because it's, well, more representative of the averages. And obviously that's not always going to be true, and, you know, occasionally a game's just going to be really, really good and really, really bad, but for a lot of things you can do that generally.
Yes, ma'am. We have run a sweep and gathered.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's just people's opinions. So, like, I used to get more not upset, but I used to care more about reviews.
And the delivery and
Nowadays, I like to look at them and see what people think, but like, you know,
maintained and respected.
they don't really bother me or make me feel positive either way. You know what I mean? Granted, actually, the one exception to that is like if there's a game I'm looking forward to, and like the reviews come in and it's like 90+, then I'll go, oh okay, I got something good coming in. You know.
Forces roll out oppression from these vehicle lockups. Take out their transport, and we can immobilize them.
But I mean, generally speaking, if I'm interested, I'm still gonna play it if the review's low. You know, like saw a lot of people on a couple forums saying they were canceling their pre-orders for Crackdown because of the reviews. And now I'm thinking, well, that's kind of a shame, but you know, to each their own, I guess.
I love it! The militia is fighting back!
I'm melting. Melting!
Off topic, thoughts on Astral Chain? Yeah. You know, man, you beat me to it. I was thinking to myself at some point I needed to find a way to make a joke about how I wish other companies could take on this cyber police type of thing, and it would be amazing if some company like Platinum could make some sort of futuristic cyber police thing, but I guess that'll never happen. So no, I am so pumped for Astral Chain. Like, you could literally just say this is a game by Platinum and not show me the game at all, and sell me a black box with nothing on it, and I would be excited to buy that box. Like, seriously, I would fucking buy it and be excited just to buy it. You know, like, I would buy anything from them blind. So I would be pumped just in the first place, regardless of theme or anything else. But the specific theme of like cyber future police is something I'm like very big into. So I'm pretty darn pumped for it. I cannot wait for more news, and I'm so enthused that it comes out this year. I really was surprised by that release date. I would have thought next year for sure.
Alright. Operation Payback is in full swing.
This is about control. Control!
Yeah, I'm also curious as to what Kamiya is working on, like what Kamiya may be directing now, because I don't know if anyone caught it, but Kamiya is only the supervisor for Astral Chain. I say only the supervisor, you know, it's still a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but like it's not, you know, it's not his baby like Wonderful 101 was, or
only one way to make
the first Bayonetta was.
Keep hitting those enforcer targets.
I mean, evidently he was, you know, he was the director on Scalebound, obviously, and that, I mean, that was kind of a few years ago now, so he's obviously been working on something since then. The other day, gosh, I forget his name. Is his name Hashimoto? Might be Hashimoto. The other day, one of the directors or producers left Platinum Games, and he was the guy who was the lead for Bayonetta 3. He's been at the studio for 13 years, and he was just like, yeah, I want to do different things. But like, I think he's been there since literally the start. So maybe Kamiya's taking over on Bayonetta 3. Maybe that was the opportunity for him to leave the studio. Yeah, Yusuke Hashimoto. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he left. So yeah, yeah. Like he said in his departure message, 13 years. You know, that's a fucking long time to work at a company. I'm 26. That's half my life. I can't even imagine working in one place for 13 years. I have yet to accomplish that. It's an amazing feat. What is this marker on the map? This little, like, triangle-y thing? It's like right in front of me. And I don't see it on this map. Okay. Let's move on to a different area since we've pretty much like cleared out a lot of the mission objectives here. Oh, there's a foot race over here. Fuck it. Let's just skip through this area and go to the foot race. Is Game Pass worth it if you don't have an Xbox One? Right now, I might be very wrong on this. I haven't studied up. I don't think Game Pass supports nearly the same breadth of titles on PC. I believe on PC it only supports like the first party stuff. But don't, you'll have to Google this or look into it yourself. Personally, like looking at Game Pass on Xbox One, I had a month of Game Pass a little while ago so I could play Ashen and Below. And I thought it was like honestly super great value. Obviously, like your use case will matter. You know, if you're only using it for one specific game and you anticipate that's going to take you a while to finish, like maybe you'll be better off just buying the one game. But I think it's pretty undeniable that as long as you're cool with like renting games, like the value is wildly good if there are games you want to play that are in the program. And like I've already said it like 40 billion times, but the moment Microsoft gets their first party shit together, like Game Pass is gonna be like ridiculous good value.
Target any weak spots you find.
Yeah, it is a little thin on PC right now. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if this is on PC by the way, but on the Xbox right now, you can get 2 months of gold for $2, which I will fucking gladly shill that deal. Turn off auto renew if you don't want that, but like that is a fucking good deal. Like $2 is the cost of entry for Crackdown 3 was a deal I was very happy to make. Bearing in mind I would have been happy to buy this game if the Game Pass alternative didn't exist. So
don't freeze up out there.
Say don't freeze up out there and then like the game like freezes for like 3 seconds. But okay. It's a shame that there's these like little regular hitches. I hope they're able to patch those. Like they're not, they don't ruin the gameplay or they don't get like in the way too hard or anything, so it's whatever. You could definitely still play through the game in the state that it is. It's, I mean, generally it's in great state. That's probably like the main flaw I've noticed.
Shut down and the militia members are free.
So I hope they can smooth that out, because otherwise it seems like really smooth. So. You know what? Actually, I'll take the crab grenade.
It's
Let's
worse
swap
than
to that.
booze. It's toxic swill, and the locals are hooked on it.
Yeah, I almost always
Blow
get
up every
the
tank and
Game
kiosk
Pass
you
and
find.
Xbox Live Gold, like $1 a month deals whenever those come up. You know, even for for Gold, it'll usually just be so I can get free 360 games, since you get to keep the 360 games forever, which is awesome. And for Game Pass, it's just like, well, yeah, I'll play something for $1. Like, sure, I'll fucking try something, man. Like. There's enough games in there. Oh yeah, is the multiplayer gimped near all scare yet? May I ask in what regard? I'm not actually super familiar with the multiplayer like offerings in the first 2 Crackdown games. I would only really play the first one in single player. I know that Wrecking Zone is like didn't launch. Like it's coming out next month or something like that.
Nearby supply.
So I know that.
Stocking your firepower is key to sustaining the fight.
Is the present multiplayer a little gimped? Didn't realize.
Nice moves.
Ferdinand says, as someone who doesn't really judge games by graphics, especially since my newest console is a PS3, this game looks like it could be in last gen. Is that just me? Well, definitely not with the level of quality the assets are at. Like no, that this absolutely could not run on a last gen console. In terms of design, it could be on a last gen machine, yeah, for sure.
Machinery's going non-stop,
definitely,
ripping it from the earth night and day.
I don't think there's anything particularly fresh about the design, I guess. Have you heard that Platinum wants to bring Wonderful 101 to the Switch? Yes. I hope they can. Explains why it was mentioned in the Astral Chain reveal. Well, I mean, they also mentioned Anarchy Reigns in the Astral Chain reveal, and I don't think that's going anywhere.
Sick burn.
Apparently there is no proper matchmaking, so playing with friends and all multiplayer modes are locked 30 FPS even on PC. Oh, those are two different issues. Okay. I see. So you can only play with friends for the co-op because there's no matchmaking, and multiplayer modes are locked at 30 on PC. Yeah, well, I hope they change that for PC, the locked 30, because that seems like something they should be able to change. Yeah, no matchmaking for co-op. For me, it's not much of an issue, but I could see some people not liking, not even having the option.
Units, buzzard drones.
Oh, he resists. Okay. Right. Good thing I have another laser.
Because it strikes in a flash. It's the speediest frame we've ever engineered. And it's just one of the forms this baby can take.
Can I punch the Goliath? Yes, I can, but it's very ineffective. Is this a 100% achievement run? Yes. Full LP, 100% achievement. No death run.
There's got to be something around there. He's at the forge house.
Oh shit, a rocket launcher? Goodbye, cryo shotgun. Oh, it's a homing launcher, that's even better.
Homing rockets track their targets. Just lock on.
Can I just say homing rockets are like really sexy? They're so good. In any video game, give me the homing rockets. Have you guys ever played the old James Bond titles, like on PS2 and Xbox? Those had some dope ass homing rockets. Tell you what. Oh, the Near All Scary points out actually the opposite. I was interpreting his comment wrong. You can't play with friends. There is no option to invite your friends. Ah, well that is actually... Oops, I ran out of ammo. That is actually, yeah, that's very much a problem, I think. That's something to fix. Because no, you should absolutely be able to play with your friends in like a co-op campaign. Like, come on. Like, come now, that seems like a very basic thing, but... That's one of those things that I'm sure they're working on it, because that's such a standard thing. I'd be shocked if they weren't, to be honest.
Dispatch. You got eyes in the sky, scanning for the agent. Threat level is a 1.
Not to say it's excusable, because they're probably working on it, but, you know.
That's what happens when you attack their assets. The more damage you cause, the tougher units they'll deploy to take you out.
We'll track the current threat level on your HUD. If you're getting overwhelmed, head to a supply point and we'll get you off their radar.
Rising 14 says, I stopped caring about graphics. Feels like the better they are, the worse the game plays. So I definitely get where that comes from, because there are a lot of games with great graphics that play like trash, and vice versa. There are a lot of games with awful graphics that play great. I agree with the notion that graphics don't matter. You know, well, they don't matter when it comes to gameplay. I should say they matter in other ways, but when it comes to gameplay, they don't matter. But it is something of a fallacy, because like, the gameplay team and the graphics team in any given game studio are different staffers, and they're all trying to do their best at the same time, right? So like, Devil May Cry 5 is a good example, right? Like, the gameplay team was going to make whatever the gameplay was going to be, and it was going to be as good as it's going to be. But the art team could have been the team that they have now, who are doing an amazing job, or they could have been like a worse team. And the gameplay would have still been the same because it's the same gameplay folks.
Don't leave those agility orbs hanging.
But the art would have been worse, for example. I think you know, it's important to remember that like they are separate teams, and so it's a bit of a fallacy that like better graphics immediately mean worse gameplay. Although there is an argument to be made for better graphics can mean your game is running at like 30 instead of 60. And, you know, then I think you've got an argument if you want to say, well, the frame rate might be compromised or something. I think there's something to say there for sure. So, but for me, I think, yeah, the art direction and the aesthetic is more important than the technical execution. So, I don't think I should jump in this. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's not that bad. Does this game seem good so far? Actually, like, absolutely, yeah, it does seem good. I don't really have any significant issues with it. It's really not reinventing the wheel. It's not going to win any awards, but it seems really good.
Catch heat.
There's a secret orb down here, so I'm going to grab that real quick.
Feel the burn.
Okay, where do you pop it? Oh no. There we go. Okay. Can I get it through? No, I can't get it through. There we go.
Look at this place. The ignition switch for Nova's whole operation. The cradle of Chimera. And hopefully it's grave by the time you're through.
You're all scary. It says, my issue with overemphasis on graphics is that it often bloats the budget and a lot more than focus on gameplay does, and nothing annoys me more than a good game underperforming because they spent way too much money making it look as photorealistic as possible like other AAA games. I don't, you know, I see people get annoyed at the, like, when companies say a game underperformed, but I don't, like, you know, they're allowed to be disappointed in a game, and underperforming also doesn't mean that it wasn't profitable. Like, I remember I was working at Eidos when Tomb Raider 2013 came out, and it sold 3.3 million copies in its first, like, in its launch period, like in that first quarter, and they expressed that it didn't hit expectations. They were hoping it would have sold like 5 million copies, and everyone went, well, you're crazy. It would have never sold 5 million copies. But like, you back up and you look at the other Tomb Raider games, and like the other Tomb Raider games sold well more than 3.5 million copies, and like, and then you take it a step further and you jump forward a few years, and like the game ended up selling over 8 million copies, and it's like, well, you know, maybe their expectations weren't right for the moment, but like, they were on the money with it. It should have sold that many copies, or, you know, like Resident Evil 7 sold like 3.6, and Capcom said it didn't hit their expectations, and they said their expectations were 4 million, and people were like angry because they expected something unrealistic when actually like they were pretty in the ballpark, you know. It's, I don't know, it's odd. I think if you invested significant amounts of money into a game, I think you're allowed to say, well, I'd like for it to sell this much, you know.
Mining acid identified.
Especially like in a lot of these instances where like they don't really affect like the jobs. Like people weren't laid off at Capcom or at like Crystal Dynamics because RE7 and Tomb Raider didn't succeed, you know. Obviously there are examples either way, but like I find it interesting when people get upset at publishers. They don't get upset, but like they take humor in it or something.
Foremen have their own blast shield. Aim true.
Yeah, I think Tomb Raider 2013 did end up being the best-selling Tomb Raider game, but not during its launch period.
Threat is active on site.
Your aggressive actions have landed you on Terra Nova's shit list.
Shit, is it at 11 million now? Wow, my number's out of date.
Scanners show a single agency threat. Deploy a full squad and neutralize the attack. Scanners have picked up the agent.
Industrial mining gear can take a beating, agent.
Papa
Find the
Joestar
weak
says, I love you, Liam. That's very nice of you. I love you too. Grenade and hit all these things? No, and they're really ineffective at it. Okay, let's just not ever use grenades for objectives anymore. How is Crackdown 3? It's good. It's a good game.
Challenge Chimera's might. Punish the
I just have to imagine it sucks for the dev team to hear that their game underperformed when the publisher has unrealistic expectations. In my experience, like, you know, working on games that have been cited as unperformant, that's not really the case, because like development knows that it's like the marketing team's job to sell, you know. And I mean, it definitely sucks if there are like ramifications that come back at development, like if the game were to like absolutely bomb or something. But generally speaking, they're pretty
when we
split,
blow up all
you know?
the gear he needs to mine it.
I mean, as long as people aren't losing their jobs, generally they're pretty happy to keep working on stuff, you know? Which is a pretty sad standard to hold. Like, people shouldn't be scared of losing their jobs at all, but, you know,
Target located.
such is the game industry.
I'm seeing troops deploying to machinery throughout the facility.
Our scanners have picked up the agent. Industry response crew. Neutralize the threat.
Okay, there's a race somewhere around here, and I want it. I think it's up. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, I just lost some time there. Getting hooked up on that little railing.
Our scanners. Not good.
Oh no, big time loss here. Ooh, I don't want to kiss my gold goodbye, but... Oh no, I'm not gonna make gold. Oh shit. There goes gold.
Push to the finish.
Damn. Close. I got a silver. Not that close, unfortunately.
Silver. Not bad.
This is a rinky-dink operation. Is that an orb over there? Yeah, it looks like an orb over there. Oh no, it's a base over there. It's not an orb. Never mind. It's nothing. God, did something just drill into the ground there? Like, I'm not crazy, right? There was like a big machine that drilled into the ground? Or fell?
Machines. The only way to shut this place down.
Okay, yeah, I'm still working on shutting this thing down, right? Like, I did a race without even interrupting the mission objective. orb real quick. Important mission targets like agility orbs. Yeah. God, I hope they can fix that. Okay, definitely wait till they light on fire to start punching them. That seems to be really powerful, actually. Once you hit them with an ailment, just start punching. Oh yeah, this is the thing that drilled into the ground. I guess it's an enemy spawn?
All others regroup and await redeployment.
Oh, the target's the central piece, man. Sometimes I'm a big dumbass. Just the whole thing? Oh,
Every
it's just the
target
whole
has
thing.
vulnerabilities. Find them, exploit them, finish the job.
Where's your vulnerability? Ah, that's a good enough vulnerability.
Agents
I'll take this.
transmitting coordinates to unit leaders.
Maybe I shouldn't take this. Maybe I shouldn't accept this as the vulnerability.
Tasking our eyes in the sky. Nothing.
Maybe I should.
The target is gone.
The glowing orange spots are actually just fire from other targets that I blew up beforehand.
Conserve ammo. Focus fire on the weak. Great job. Main processing unit out of commission.
Oh man, air dashing towards enemies feels good.
Still a lot of heavy
Whoa,
machinery
doing
to
like an
trash.
instant air dash
Get to
feels
it.
great. You get a lot of vertical height actually. Just jumping and air dashing immediately. It feels like Morgan's forward dash in well, any game with Morgan in it. That feels dope. Does this game have a hard auto aim? Well, not. I mean, you have to hold the trigger, but then yes, after you hold the trigger, you're auto aiming. Yeah, and it is very hard. The hardest auto aim possible. See, this sort of thing.
You're almost out, Agent. Get more ammo or disengage.
If you just shoot without aiming, then it is manual aiming. But yeah, the auto aim when you're targeting is very hard. Which is actually pretty fun every now and then. I think it'd be really boring if like every third-person shooter was like that. Where every now and again you hit a game with a hard auto aim and you're like, yeah, this works. This feels nice.
Picking out more stations should make it an easier target.
Logistics units.
Logistics threat level has increased, Agent. Quist is moving to defend his assets.
Yep. Reinforcements are inbound. Looks like you'll have stiffer resistance from here on in.
Warning. If harmful actions are approved,
Can you shatter frozen enemies with melee? Huh, okay. Let's try that. I'm gonna go with a no, but... Yes, actually you can. Cool. Good call.
hostile threat detected. Station defense protocols activated. Exceedingly high.
Heads up! Killer machines inbound.
Does the multiplayer have auto aim as well? Yeah, the multiplayer has the same sort of aiming. That sounds kind of busted. I mean, there's plenty of multiplayer games with this sort of aim. It works out. Becomes more about like tactical movement and stuff rather than just standing out and shooting at each other.
Thank you.
Marginally bigger Terry.
Minimal agency threat detected. Logistics units deploy and
Agents, you are now authorized to use the agency vortex cannon. It's waiting at your nearest supply.
Full on parameter.
Have fun.
The monorail network is feeling the pain, but I'm not sure how to read Roxy.
I am experiencing aggression from external factors. My calculations did not include these variables. It is quite confusing.
Agency violence is direct in its blunt stupidity, but your ability to process threats and adapt will
Has Terry
soon put
Crews
a stop
spoken
to
much?
it.
He narrated the whole opening cutscene. And then he died. And you get to like play as him or any of the other agents that died in that sequence. And every agent has their own voice lines, and Terry's been shouting voice lines every now and again. It definitely seems like he's not like a huge part of the story at all, like him specifically, but he does have voice lines. You can hear all the little grunts here and there. So, honestly, I was always really curious about Terry's inclusion. I didn't even realize you could play him until right before this, play as him until right before the stream. Of course, Terry wasn't like originally like featured alongside this game, you know, when it was first announced. And then when they re-announced the game, Terry was there. So I was like, oh, I guess he's a thing now. And sure enough, yeah, he's a big thing. So. Oh shit, Ghost Survivors came out today. I still need to finish Claire's story, like the second playthrough. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Goodbye gold. Oh, it's true. He also voices the propaganda holograms. You're right. You're right. So yeah, I mean, I guess he's got a fair amount of vocal work in this, but definitely not a central focus. I mean, unless you know, maybe in later cutscenes that comes back. I don't know. Just going off what I've seen, I guess.
Finish line's in sight.
Yeah, gold. Wow, cool. I didn't think I'd get it.
You just struck gold.
Yeah, Far Cry New Dawn did come out today. Man, I gotta say, them showing off that French-Canadian character yesterday got me real pumped for it. I didn't finish 5, and I played it a fair amount because I kind of knew there was going to be a sequel to it in New Dawn. I kind of maybe was aware of this ahead of time somehow through something. So I tried to push my way through 5 because I was curious about the idea of it having a sequel, and I just couldn't do it. And I'm not going to be playing New Dawn because I think I'm just not going to finish it anyway. But boy, that French-Canadian character they showed off, boy, that motivates me. He's perfect. He's so perfect. I don't think I've ever seen a French-Canadian character that bang on before. With his English that clearly comes from someone who's using English as a second language with French as their first, to the like interspersed very Quebecois French terms and cusses. It was good. He's perfect.
This section of the
I
quarry
mean, it
is
shows
still
that
in
the game was
operation.
made in Montreal, right? Just marry him already. Yeah. Can I? Can you in the game? Can I do that? What game is he talking about? Far Cry New Dawn has a French-Canadian companion character who I'm under the impression you could play the whole game with once you unlock him, just like the companions in Far Cry 5.
That's one less neighborhood being exposed to.
You know, one thing that I don't like about the map right now, really minor thing, all these like markers are blue, which are like things I've unlocked and stuff, like bases and shit. The intel markers start as white, and then when you clear them, they turn blue. So it gives me this idea mentally that markers that I'm done with should turn blue. However, agent DNA that I've collected not only stays on the map after having been collected, but it does not turn blue. And also races, even though I've got medals on them, even though I've got gold medals, do not turn blue, and they stay white as well. That throws me off a little. I kind of wish they would either be colored blue when you got a gold, or they'd be colored the color of your medal. And likewise, the agent DNA, I wish those were blue when you've cleared them. I mean, if you hover over them, you can see that it's collected, but you do have to explicitly hover over them to see that you've collected it. Yeah, and here's one of the white intel fragments, which will turn blue when I collect it. So, definitely a minor thing, but can we get a zoom out of the map size? Yeah, there you go. We've been playing for over 2 hours now, and we started here at tutorial weaved our way up here to the main map, and in 2 hours we've done like this little chunk of map. We've been doing like most of the main objectives. As you can see, like they're kind of all gone. A new area looks like this, and all these things are like little mission types. So we've been clearing out all the main mission types, and pretty chunky game on the whole. Seems like there's a fair amount of meat on these bones. Super nitpicky, but not sure I'm digging the blue on black, says Jake is not gross. You know, that's fair. Honestly, colors are colors. We all have colors we hate. Don't even get me started on mauve. Okay, where am I? Sorry. There we go. Let's go to... Is that a foot race? Yes, it's a foot race. We got 2 foot races right nearby, actually. Let's go do a foot race. Because I like these a lot. Keep it up, Agent. Are there any little things scattered between those waypoints like Korok seeds? Absolutely. Oh shit, I already did this race. Fuck me. I guess I can't read. Sorry, yeah, anything between the markers like Korok seeds. So yeah, Crackdown has like actually always been the king of that, in that it has a Korok seed equivalent, the agility orbs, and they are way better than Korok seeds in terms of what they do. So yeah, if any game's good at that, it's Crackdown for sure. So. Mr. Tigf says, I thought the selling point was building destruction. Yeah, in the original version of the game by the first development studio, the building destruction was like a big focal point for them, and was something they showed off very, very prominently. At some point, the game changed studio. I don't think the original studio shut down. I think they're still around, but the game changed studio, and the focus did clearly change.
Those guys will regroup with the militia.
Dynamic destruction, as far as I can see, doesn't seem to be present in the single player, but it's relegated to its own mode, Wrecking Zone, which seems to be like a really substantial multiplayer mode. So yeah, there was definitely a focus change there, but you are right that they did highlight strongly how the destruction was a big thing. There's a bunch of gameplay footage of Wrecking Zone, and the destruction, to their credit, they did keep working on it, and it still looks great, if not better than ever. But yeah, no longer in the main story, as far as I can tell, or rather than main story, I should say, in the single player at all. Don't imagine side missions will have it. So. Did I not click on a marker there? I think I just didn't click on a marker, and then I decided to go towards something arbitrarily. Oh no, this is too close to the other one. Keeps getting attracted. Yeah, the original Crackdown studio did shut down a long time ago. The guys who made the first one, yeah, they did. Which is why the second one was made by a different studio, and well, than this. Obviously, they're not going to go with the same studio that made Crackdown 2 to make the third one, so. It's been a troubled series, to say the least. In that sense, it's impressive that this game is as good as it is. God, that is crazy. 3 games in a series like that, all made by different developers. Doesn't happen too often. Like different studios entirely. Like I wonder how much staff actually overlaps. Like, is it even one person? Does any other series have that sort of history? Especially when it comes to like first party stuff. does anything else have that sort of... I never really considered that. Wait, this game is real? Yeah, it's real, and I'm playing it. And you could play it too.
That's it. Keep hitting them.
If you have a Windows 10 PC, you can play this for $2.
Do your job. Stop them.
Ah, the jackhammer.
Oh wow.
This bad boy fires a spread of explosive projectiles. You're gonna love it.
Okay, goodbye, homing rocket. Friendship ended with homing rocket. Jackhammer is my best friend now. Okay. Yeah, spread of weaker rockets.
The quickest way to take this joint down is to target the regulator cells.
I'm glad they don't hurt you. No self-damage on explosives. That's a plus for me. Oh shit. Oh wow, that has really limited range too.
Excellent.
One more target? Oh, right down there. Oh shit, I'm out.
Industry safety protocols disengaged.
Terra Nova reinforcements heading to your location.
Yeah, John Radical, the destruction
Nova's
stuff is its
system
own
needs
mode.
Just the right pressure. Bust their valves.
When
the system will fail.
when the lead developer changed, like the focus of the game seems to have changed a little.
Active agency threat. Converge
And so like the old stuff where like there was environmental destruction like out the ass being shown off by the previous developer is like only really reflective of the multiplayer mode here. It's kind of a shame, but I always, like, again, I mentioned this earlier, but like, I always wondered how exactly that was supposed to work in an open world, like where you could just blow up every building. Like, how often do the buildings regenerate? You know, that's kind of a big deal.
Awesome. You can now charge your
super dark for
melee
anyone else.
to
It is super
smash
dark.
enemies into next week.
You know, it is a little dim now that you pointed out, actually. I can turn the brightness up a little. Yeah, you know, I never really noticed that. Let me, need to edit the contrast. Oh, it's the contrast that's jacked. Oh, yeah, shit, there we go, okay. That looks about right.
The more you damage Terra Nova's chemical
Yeah, I mean the game
infrastructure,
is a
the
little
less
dark, no
chimera they
doubt,
can
but
process.
when you pointed
The
it
less they
out,
process,
like a lot of the
more
blacks were
pressure
getting
on their chain of
squashed, and
command. Meaning,
it
you
was actually
weaken
like
their
way darker.
operations, you start eliminating players from the board.
Okay, only 9 checkpoints. Let's go. Can I do it? Oh, you know what? Just jump boosting, like, gains you a lot of time. Like, it increases your horizontal movement so dramatically. I wonder if there's going to be like a citywide sprint. Just seeing how this is kind of like a long distance dash makes me wonder if they'll do some sort of suicidal hour-long run around the entire city thing. I always love those like ridiculous endurance runs.
That's worthy of gold.
Nice. I'm actually gonna go back because it was an agility orb, so can't miss those. Yeah, the music's pretty nice when it goes. It's nothing. I mean, I don't think the tracks are like blowing my mind aesthetically. They're just kind of, you know, doing their. I don't know music terms. They're doing their techno or electro, or they're doing their jams, and it might not be like my taste, but like they're getting the right mood. They're hitting the right mood for every different like mini game and mini objective thing. I think.
The others have suffered some ill effects of the exposure.
I will dispatch another squad to take their place.
EDM? Would that be a more accurate one?
Dispose of them.
EDM, then let's go with that.
Why? With such a prime opportunity to study the effects of Chimera, they will make perfect test subjects.
Okay, let's head up and do like one more mission here. I don't think we're actually close to getting to any of the bosses, are we? I'm just trying to figure out, is it reasonable to do one of these? Oh, maybe Roxy, potentially? Okay, so capture just the primary objective one is the only thing we need to do. So let's see if there's any other monorail stations accessible to us. Or if we missed one earlier, because the monorail was down here. Oh yeah, it's this blue line. It goes around the circle, goes up to Midtown. Okay, if I come back down and I go towards the middle of town, potentially we can, oh, not place waypoint. No fast travel in combat. Oh, I'm in combat. Oh, there you are. They're getting out of their car. Okay. Let me just fast travel over there, and we'll try to beeline for a boss. I'm still in combat. Am I out of combat now? Fast travel, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, it is kind of annoying when that happens in games, for sure. Definitely not a problem exclusive to this one. Oh shit, there was one to my north? Fuck, are you serious? Am I also blind? Oh my god, I'm also blind. Oh, was that one of the optional ones, though? Monorail station cars... Because I need to make sure I'm getting the mandatory ones. Maybe? I can't actually tell. Okay, you know what? Let's just do all the lines. Fuck it. Let's just do all the lines and see if we get the boss. So I'll head back up there after. Okay, so clearly there's 3 up there. That would be the eastern line. So we're on the central line now. So let's do the central line, and then let's go back for the eastern line. So the central line runs up towards the middle of town. So if we just kind of follow and veer to the right, go across the water, then we'll be good. I should probably grab a car for this. How are the controls for movement? Honestly, great. Moving your character, jumping around, shooting, all feels super solid. Oh, you only have to do 5 overall for the boss? Okay, cool. Well, as soon as we hit the next one. What is that shiny thing? Is that just a billboard?
This supply point is ours. Hit it whenever you need.
That unlocked it at like a really big range, actually. I was literally just gonna get out to tag it real quick, but all right, I'll take it.
Agent, while you were busy, I mapped more chemworks in the area.
All right, Agent Gadis. She is lethal with rifles, shotguns, fully loaded, heat-seeking agency missiles.
Okay, you know what? We didn't get a train station here, so let's... if we only need 5, then yeah, let's get out of combat and let's just warp back. Can the car jump? Not that car.
You've got a supply point nearby. Claim it, and we can use it for quick access to your arsenal.
Okay, I suppose I'm probably out of combat now. I appreciate that lady just having a little yell of such agility. Makes me feel good. Makes these agility orbs worthwhile. It'd be good if the NPCs like were assholes to you if you didn't have a lot of agility orbs. And the more you get, they're like, wow, amazing. Okay, yeah, let's just warp over them. Kind of just looking around to see if there were any orbs over there, but alack. No fast travel in combat. No fast travel in combat. Oh, hang on, there's an orb up there, I think. In that hole. I think I can make it up to this ledge. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm in combat again.
Skills for kills, Agent. However you choose to eliminate a threat, you'll improve in that area. Skills for kills. Remember that.
Okay, I might be out of combat when I get this agility orb. Maybe I'm out of combat now. Damn it. I just want to fast travel and I'm unclear on when I'm out of combat. Like, I appreciate that there are enemies near me on the map, but this is actually not helpful. Maybe there is an indicator somewhere and I just don't know about it. But if there isn't, there should be an indicator on like the corner of the map or something for when you're in combat and when you're not. Okay. Yeah, not in combat. The game goes on. Yeah, it may actually be like get the enemies off your map. Which, whatever. I don't think you need the fast travel like all that often, that it's like a game-breaking issue or anything. Of God's Creation said, just got the Game Pass for PC, and what the fuck, Forza Horizon is like 70 gigs.
Like
yes, it is.
Hope
you're ready for big Microsoft games. I think Gears 4 is also absolutely gargantuan if you feel like downloading that. Like, I think Gears 4 is like 100 gigs with all the high quality assets. I think there's an option to download lower quality assets for it. And you'll save like 30 gigs, but it's still pretty fucking big. Microsoft is preemptively ready for storage media to move forward.
Still got targets in the quarry. Let's...
Escalating to threat level 2.
Threat level
I guess I'm in a
Be
mission.
prepared for heavy
Like I just
industry
walked in the wall.
reinforcements.
You're getting under Vargas's skin. She's
One
going
thing
to
I
make
find
it
neat
as
actually
uncomfortable
is
as
like,
possible.
I mean, except for the races, which obviously, you don't really like go to a place and then select like start mission and then you do the mission. You just walk in and you're just in it. You're just doing it. I kind of like that contiguousness to the world, where you never really have to stop. Oh my god, are we gonna take a death in our 0 death LP? We're not gonna take a death. Don't worry, guys. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Burn it down.
Okay, we're good. I wish you could shoot while you were boosting. The fact that you stopped shooting while you boost, that sucks.
Defend the Chimera with your meaningless lives.
Target verified. Company assets are closing in.
Look at this. Oh, this is the dig thing. Okay. Didn't know it had a little marker on the ground like that.
More firepower on that agent.
That's the North Crusher out of play.
Surface crew, we have an intruder. Deal with it.
Yeah, honestly, the movement's probably the best thing in this game. Level 9. So you're saying the movement looks like it feels pretty good. It does. It looks just like it feels.
Industry units.
You know, like, I'm sure you guys can tell, you know, you don't even need to play it to tell this much, but the mission objectives are great.
We're scanning for the agent.
Straightforward.
Coming up empty.
Like, it's fun just to play and to just run in and shoot stuff, so these plain mission objectives do work to a degree, but without a doubt I could see some pretty hard repetition setting in. Granted, that's open world games, and granted, that's always been Crackdown as far as I know, so it's not like this is new for the series.
Oh, shit. Monorail gun carriage, headed your way.
Oh, that's cool. The gun on the monorail rack. I really like that.
Attention, agency threat detected. Target identified. Thank you.
Check their pulse.
Alert, the agent is here. Locate and terminate. Thank you.
Attention.
Oh shit, I did not hit his shield. Hopefully this rocket launcher will knock the shield off. Or kill him, even better, I'll take it.
Now we've done it. Roxy's in a full-on existential crisis.
My stations.
What are your thoughts
They have
on
been torn from
Donkey's
my
review
network.
of Kingdom Hearts
I am
3?
no
I have
longer
not
home.
seen it. I haven't seen a Donkey video in a while.
Agent, our
Did
actions have
he
caused
like
a surge
it?
to Roxy's defense systems.
Her central hub
Did
is
he
vulnerable.
not like
Head
it?
over there and shut her down.
Okay, let's go fight a boss. So, yeah, okay, so we do actually have a warp point here, which is great. We do have to get out of combat, of course, but...
I have shut off pain. I have redirected all emotional subroutines to cycle rage, revenge.
A crude defense mechanism.
He did not like it, I see. Well,
so human.
I mean, I guess that's that.
Perhaps
I liked
Damon
it.
was right. The beast we are creating has no need for empathy.
I'm happy that I liked it.
Just power.
Well,
I would have been bummed if I didn't like it.
One
But,
thing
you know,
I learned in the agency.
to each their own, I guess.
There's a lot of evil in the world. We get to hunt it down and kill it.
I'm seeing enforcer squads with grenade launchers. Get ready. Good job, Agent. Militia won't forget how you helped them out here.
Donkey has a weird bias against RPGs and anime. Well, doesn't that just mean he doesn't like RPGs and anime? Like, that'd be like saying I have a bias against, like, sports games. I just don't like them. Bias is a tricky thing to prove. But I don't know. Does preference just become bias? I don't know. I feel like this is an interesting semantic
The regulator
conversation.
cells are vulnerable. Wrecking them will pop the control valve.
Okay, I'm gonna skim over actually doing this mission and get out of combat. I'm gonna
How
take
about
this
a
car.
little more bang for your buck?
Thank you, taxi.
Explosive ordnance capacity upgraded.
Out of combat? We good? Not out of combat. Well, not here, I guess. In what combat? Was it because the car? Okay, we're good. Maybe it was the car. Maybe it was like moving in a car is counted as combat for purposes of fast travel. I don't know. You're fighting taxi regulations. Okay, so let me just put a... Oh, wow, look. Whoa, there's one up there, and there's one up there. Second floor and third floor, they say. Actually, fourth floor. Whoa, so this is going to be like a big tower climb. And actually, looking at it, there's huge roads that lead up to this tower. Yeah, you know what? I'm very down for this one. Can I make it up to the highway? Can I do it? Yeah. Now, how do I get there? I can go across the rocks. Oh yeah, and I can probably climb up from there. Okay, we're good. Oh, and there's a supply point on the way actually, so this seems like
This entire structure is part of
fine
Roxy.
route.
Literally one massive supercomputer.
Make your way through the hub, Agent. Take out the
I am
main
nuts. There was a
processing
tooltip
cores.
earlier
Shut
mentioning
this
using
system
supply
down,
points to
whatever
fast
it
travel
takes.
to reduce your
Roxy's
wanted
secured
level.
on the
So I think
top
if you
level.
actually enter the safe
We
house
want to
menu, you'll
reach
be able
her,
to fast travel
we need
even
to
in
take
combat.
down
Okay,
all her processing cores first.
worth keeping in mind. I mean, I can go in real quick. I don't think that'll help me out
Logistics
here,
threat
but
level rising, Agent. This can
keep
only
it in
mean
mind.
one
I think I'm gonna
thing.
keep playing
Bad
it after the
guys
stream even,
incoming.
so.
Looking for you. Looks like you found Roxy's memory cores. Let's hit her where it hurts.
Core threat. Mobilize anti-aggression unit. Failed to intrude.
I should just focus on the boss. The enemies just like respawn way too quickly behind me. Oh, melee works on enemies with shields. That's actually really good. Okay, just the third hit. Still good.
I'll take those odds and my agent any day.
Good hiding spot for that.
Online. Threat deterrent. Maximum.
Okay, so now I go up. I suppose I go up.
Upgrading hub defenses. Now at maximum aggression.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that as go up. Okay. Yeah, so I gotta get on the highway. Do I have to get on the top highway? It's a pretty intricate building.
The monorail hub is now under direct threat. This cannot be allowed. Combat units, deal with the threat as necessary.
Keep frosty, Agent. The shield around the monorail hub may be down, but killing Roxy's
I'm just
no...
sure that there is. Yeah, it's up 50 meters, my objective. Okay. Let's make sure there's no door up in the back there. Because if there's a door in the back there, then I should probably just use that. Oh, yeah, look, you can actually get in. Okay. It was but an illusion.
Toasty.
Community nurturing protocols are subdued. Please initiate full harm functionality. Prime directive, protect the hub.
Come on, Jackson.
Is it just me or is the music building up, like, as I climb the tower?
Punch her in the circuits, kick her in the server. Whatever it takes, put Roxy down.
I like how you can get into that, like, section of the monorail, like, it's just a box. What a curious little design thing. It's kind of nice, though, aesthetically. So do I just climb? Okay, where's the way up? Oh, over there's the way up.
It's gonna hurt. Aim for the soft spots. Once Roxy's down, the hub will be ours.
Oh, you know what? That's actually a dope strat. Dash forward in the air into the ground pound. Which I did not do there. That works really well in these little boosts.
Careful around electricity.
Oh no, I just picked up a gun. Where was my gun? Where was my laser beam of choice? Yeah, there you go. I know I'm boring.
Even at a fraction of my operational integrity, my synthetic build is still 800 times more capable than yours.
I really like the laser, straight up. Yeah, no, I don't want to drop it at all.
What do you think you are doing?
Because the laser's just like a do damage button. I mean, like, effectively speaking, any gun in this game is just a do damage button. But the laser especially, with how it's just super consistent, and the reload is infrequent, I like just having the do damage button. Oh, if they're down, you kick. It's cute.
Good aim beats bad aim every time.
One of the fun things I hadn't really considered about having this style of, like, hard lock-on is it really lets you get away with, like, filling rooms with a lot more enemies. If you had to, like, you know, manually aim for every single one of these enemies, I think it would get a lot more tedious that they, like, keep respawning and shit, you know? I think it only really works because you don't have to put so much thought into each individual enemy, and you have to put more thought into just how you want to take the situation as a whole. Take care, Jake is not close. Have a good one, dude. Bad news, good stream. Sure, I'm not the first one to ask, but I just got here. Are the 6 on 10 reviews justified? He actually said 60 out of 100. I don't know why I said 6 on 10. Reads better for me, I guess. I wouldn't argue with someone who came away from this and said it was a 6. This game's not really breaking the mold in any way that Crackdown hasn't already broken the mold already. Granted, maybe someone who's a bigger fan of Crackdown could tell me ways it does dramatically improve, but at a glance, I don't really see it doing wild things that any other games aren't doing or haven't done.
With those cores, you'll be able to access Roxy's upper level.
For me, like, I'm feeling kind of like the 7-8 range, kinda. If someone told me they felt 6, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's fair. You didn't like it as much as I did, that's okay. I don't really agree with the couple of 3s or 4s. I think those are a little on the low end. I mean, again, it's just their opinions, so whatever. You really didn't like it, you really didn't like it. Like, that's fine. But I think it's pretty good. I think there's a pretty good time to be had. And I'm not being paid, but I will quintuple shill Game Pass because you can play this for, like, fucking nothing right now. So...
Prepare yourself for deletion. Your enemy is here.
For $2, it seems like a good deal. Yeah, I know, right? It's hard to say no for $2. Honestly, I'm surprised they even ran that $2 promotion right when Crackdown was coming out, you know, like, I would think that they'd not want to run a promo when a new big game's coming out, because they want to encourage people to, you know, buy it or subscribe at full price, which would still only be $12. So that's cool that they ran this, like, insane promotion right when a new game came out, too. Did this check off? It did check off.
Roxy's the key. Hit her hard and the hub will be ours.
Liam, why do you think Microsoft is struggling so much with their gaming division? I think it's hard to pinpoint specific things because I think a lot of different things affected a lot of their different teams.
Because you fear the future, Agent. You fear
but
the
I think
future
some of their high-up vision a few years ago was really flawed in terms of their direction for games, and I do think there wasn't enough of a focus at any point in Microsoft's history on, like, building their internal studios, and we're only really just getting to the point where their internal studios have finally built up. So I don't think they have struggles right now, because I think they literally just addressed all the issues, and now we're just waiting for the results. So I think we're past the struggles and we're now into the waiting period, which I guess for some people you might still consider that the struggles.
Keep going.
But I think when we start seeing stuff in the next few years, we'll start to go, oh, okay, this is what you've worked on for the past few years. Seems like you're fine. But they definitely didn't put enough of an emphasis on building their first party, like historically. That's it.
Those
Straight
shields
up.
can't be broken with direct fire, Agent.
You know, there's nothing wrong with working with external studios. You know, you look at Sony working with Insomniac for Spider-Man, Nintendo working with Platinum for everything. You know, those are great, and those are things you should regularly do as a platform holder to ensure like a consistent release of varied content. You know, but like the fact that they ever allowed their first party studios to be as thin as they were, I think,
That's how you do it.
set them up for a situation in which they could have no games to release and big problems, which was, you know, a lot of the Xbox One's lifespan. Obviously, no games is hyperbolic. You know, they've had Forza every year. They had a Halo or two. You know, Gears 4 came out, and people seem to like Gears 4 plenty. You know, there have been but only just now are we getting back to a point where the first party seems like it's going to be stable.
Failing. Unit integrity at -4%.
Oh, Roxy.
Sorry if that was a
Could
bit of
have been
a
if you weren't a
incomprehensible
crazy
ramble,
AI
but
programmed by a psychopath.
yeah, I think we're at the
Agent
fixed
Wickberg
period of
dead
time.
and Roxy
We just have to
offline.
wait for the
Terranova's
results of
logistics
that.
division is crippled. All that's left is Quist, scheming inside his tower.
And now that I have access to Roxy's systems, it'll be a lot easier for you to climb it.
I am Nuff says he, in regards to the Game Pass thing I was talking about, he Googled it. Looks like you
Quist
only
is a
get it for
control
2
freak
months.
who's
I mean, I
losing
probably wouldn't
control.
care after 2 months, but I
That
don't
makes
like
me
that sort of
smile,
thing, even for $2.
But it also makes him more dangerous.
We've
Yeah,
marked
sorry
this
if it
location on
came
your
off
map,
as you
Agent.
can buy Crackdown
This is
for
our
$2.
chance to take
That was
down Nova
actually not my
Logistics.
intent.
Everything I created.
Earlier in the stream, I mentioned that it was Game Pass for $2, and you're right. I think the last time I said it, I didn't clearly say it was Game Pass. But yeah, it is Game Pass I'm referring to. $2 for 2 months is the promotion.
Your devotion to a computer program is adorable, but it's in
Yeah,
your
got it.
hands to ensure her life isn't wasted. Prepare the
well,
final upgrade, and Roxy
that's,
will live on forever as we tear
Crackdown
down
3.
the agency and the world
Seems like a
they hold
perfectly good
dear.
game.
Clearly, Quist and Neiman won't take this.
Not blowing my
lying down.
mind.
Sounds
Definitely
like they're
not.
accelerating their
But it is
plans,
very
so
fun
we
to
need
play.
to accelerate ours.
It's
Put an
really
end
enjoyable
to
to
this
just jump
final
around and shoot shit
upgrade.
in this game. Like the core
Echo,
character control.
You hear that?
No.
It almost reminds me of something
It's
Nintendo
too
would put
damn
out, and how
quiet.
it's just
We
fun
just
to
rode a
interact
bull
with the
right
playground
through
around you.
Terranova's China shop. How come we don't hear a whole bunch
No, I
of
want to go down
smashing
that way,
plates?
please.
So there you are.
Oh shit! Okay,
my
I was
poor
wondering if that was
little
going to go
agent.
anywhere.
I feel awful.
It seemed like we didn't get enough
about
cutscene for beating that
accidental
boss.
Crash of your dropship, but Terra Nova announced that there were no survivors. And since I can't have our customers doubting my integrity, you can't be alive.
Nova's tracking your movements. Eliminate Neiman's reinforcements, and she'll have to regroup.
Oh, what is
Give
a
you some
city
breathing room.
lockdown? Okay, hang on. Let's not quit quite yet then, because now a city lockdown's
This is
happening.
not good. We've lost access to our supply points. Neiman's jacking citywide systems.
You got her attention, Agent. Now make sure she never forgets you.
So I guess this is probably a post-boss event that'll regularly
Never
occur
seen
in
a
the
city
game.
on lockdown like this. But the troops enforcing it have to go.
The agent is in our sights. Open fire.
Maybe this game jumps 10 points now.
These are some of Terra Nova's
Funny.
best and most violent units, Agent. Let's see who survives.
Okay, am I just gonna have to fight? I'm gonna get up and get out there.
Terra Nova invites citizens to stay home while a threat is being dealt with. Have a pleasant friend.
Is Crackdown 3 really $2 on PC, or am I saying that out of context? I believe you can get Game Pass on PC for 2 months for $2.
All the combat programming, none of the fears.
That is the context. On Xbox, you definitely can. I believe on PC you can as well.
Company assets are closing in.
Watch yourself. They call them blasters for a reason.
Shame the laser shoots like just a little too low, so I keep hitting railings all over the place. Only if it's a few inches high.
Nemo's legionnaires move fast. Won't be easy. City is locked up tight. Until Neiman's reinforcements are trashed, you're in her crosshairs.
Yeah, the laser does seem really good. That's kind of why I don't want to drop it, honestly. Like, I'm literally equipped with 2 lasers right now. Just in case I drop one.
Heal up, Agent. That's an order.
Oh, there's the okay. Wow, I'm actually really close to death. Oh my god.
Keep this facility online.
Oh my god, guys, our 0 death LP. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, we're good.
Put your skills to work, Agent. Bring the boom. Show Neiman what the agency can do.
Oh, I got the double dash. Cool. Great, that's actually really good.
Agent, we've upgraded your suit to perform multiple air dashes. Use it to avoid
Okay, we're
enemies
40%
or
of the
jump
way through
even
their forces.
greater distances.
Oh wow, that didn't kill. How's my poison laser against these guys? Oh, not a thing. Just don't do that.
Scanners show we've lost more troops.
Damn. We knew Neiman had a grip on this city, but that was intense.
She's clearly got a breed of troops we haven't seen before, and she's able to deploy them rapidly.
We better stay focused and ready for anything.
Oh, cool. You can do like jump, air dash, double jump, air dash again. Fun.
You're saving lives by exploding that poison. Good job.
Yeah, okay, well I think this is as good a time as any to wrap it up then. I mean, unless I can see agility orbs, in which case I guess I gotta pick up the agility orbs. But yeah, I don't know. Seems like a perfectly good game to me. No significant issues in what I played. Definitely, some people highlighted some stuff, like right now, not being able to invite friends to your co-op games. That's not great. But I don't know. Seems really good. Seems really fun to play. I wouldn't say I feel disappointed by it, but then again, I'm not like a huge fan of Crackdown or anything. We've been waiting for this for ages. So can I just? Oh, you can just open those without even killing the enemies. Damn.
We've hit so many hard points.
Seems good, but again, like you know, not gonna win any awards or what have you. Sometimes it's okay for a game to just be good, I guess. Or decent, or what have you. I definitely think there's a lot of pressure on first-party titles to excel. You know, of course, they're supposed to be the things that move the console, and I don't really think that Crackdown 3 is going to be that for many people at all. I don't know. I think it's nice enough that it is a good game that came out, and I guess it's really nice, especially for people who already have Game Pass, and for them it's just like, well, shit, I can actually just play this for quote-unquote free.
The key to taking out a vehicle lockup? Destroying their vehicles.
It's like when I see like a Netflix movie where I'm like, that was pretty good, that was alright. I don't feel that I don't know, I don't feel quite as judgy about how much money I spent, because it's like balled into my sub, you know, which is maybe a weird way of looking at it, but I don't know. Who's shooting at me? Oh, down there? Really? You? Would you say it's a AA game instead of triple? I mean, I don't really, I would say no, but I also think it doesn't really, like, the distinction doesn't make too much of a difference anyway.
You can't take me.
Anyway, I'm noticing that I keep getting attracted by the agility orbs. So I need to just put down the controller and force myself away from this. Liam, will you stream Tetris 99 and challenge the world? No, I already beat it, so I don't have to anymore. I got a chicken dinner, as they are known, I think. That's what the hip kids say when they play Fortnite, right? I think. So, yeah, I don't know. Crackdown. It's good. That's all I really have to say, I guess. Yeah. Give it a try, I guess. What is your opinion on it as a $60 game? It's the same, honestly. Because, like, one day the game's going to be $5, you know? Like, it's not going to be $60 forever. Even $60 games you can rent in physical stores. You can use GameFly, you know? Like, there are so many ways to play $60 games on launch without having to pay $60, you know? So, I mean, it's still just as fine. Seems like it's got a lot of content, you know. I don't think this game has a content problem. I don't think this game has a core gameplay problem either. I think it seems like they've got both of those in spades. Music's fine. The graphics are nice. I actually think they look really sharp. I think if one thing jumps out at me, it's that not the narrative, like the narrative's whatever, it's fine. It's like Take Back the City, but the specific scenarios and events that you play through aren't like explosively thrilling or anything like that, you know? That boss battle was neat. Climbing up the tower to get to the boss was cool and fun. But like the excitement never really peaked over to like a 9 or anything, you know? Like it's always just like, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, it's better now. Oh, it's pretty good again. Oh, it's better now. Pretty good again, you know? So yeah, I don't feel like there's a lot that needs to change or that, you know, could necessarily be changed easily to make it better, so much as like it kind of, I think, lacks those points that really jump out at me as like super thrilling. So yeah, I heard the story is 6 to 8 hours to complete though. Well, I think that's, I mean, like, isn't, granted, okay, if the story takes 6 to 8 hours to complete, that's not incredibly long. Like, I think, yeah, I mean, the main story for the previous games, they were not long either. The completionist times for the previous games are outrageous. So I guess to a degree that your mileage may vary. If you do want to be a completionist, the completion times for the previous 2 games are like 4 plus times higher than the main story times. Looking at how long to beat, pardon, for Crackdown and Crackdown 2. Crackdown coming in at 10.5 hour main story, 43.5 hour completionist. Crackdown 2, 7 hour main story, 28.5 hour completionist. The only reason I mention this for this game specifically is because I know a lot of people are big into Crackdown specifically for the completionism because of the whole like agility orb system and how rad as fuck it is. So yeah. Are you returning it, Liam? I mean, I'm gonna cancel my Game Pass sub, but like, I'm gonna keep playing it, you know, like, or I'm gonna cancel the recurring payments, you know, the auto renewal, but I'm gonna keep playing it. When's Jump Force? Actually, never. I actually don't want to play Jump Force. I played so much J-Stars that I just never want to touch Jump Force. I imported J-Stars Victory Versus for the Vita back when that came out because I didn't think it would get localized, because that was the era of stuff didn't get localized. And then it immediately turned over to the era of stuff gets localized, and it came out as Victory Versus Plus in the West. Or in the West, they didn't call it Victory Versus Plus, did they? That was only the Japanese version. What did they call it here? Was it Victory Versus Plus in the West? What was it called in the West? I think it was Plus in America. Yeah, it was Plus in North America. Okay, yeah. Because Plus is the enhanced version, and I played that a little, and I was like, yep, this was not worth it. They did not improve the game dramatically. So for Jump Force, I was like, eek. No, I'm still not down on that. So, still not down for that, rather. So, yeah. When's Dragon Ball Ultimate Hero Mission on the Switch, though? Never. Also never. Also not doing that. So yeah. That's Crackdown. They, you know, I'm glad Microsoft was willing to persevere with the development of this title, despite the tremendous setback it had partway through, where they had to switch core development team. I can't even imagine how hard it would be to pass a game off to another development team. Like, that seems outrageously difficult to do, and not necessarily, and expensive as well. So it's good that they persevered. Let me just looking at the Wikipedia page. Game was announced E3 2014. Came about. So they made CloudGen. They started working on it. They kept working on it, and then so CloudGen would develop the core engine, and Reagent Games developed the gameplay and art assets for the game. And Sumo Digital would do the campaign mode for the game. And then in 2018, Epic Games acquired CloudGen. Jones left Reagent to join Epic Games. A lot of Reagent guys went to Epic. Oh, and then Sumo. Okay, so Sumo always has been the principal developer for the campaign, actually. It was other parts of it that shifted around. Okay. So that's why the campaign kind of feels still like fairly good. Yeah, damn. Still, that's a lot of stuff. Not quite as bad as I had it in my mind, but not ideal, I guess. Anyway, I'm glad they persevered with it and brought it all the way through, because I mean, it was a long development and, you know, came out as a good, not mind-blowing game, but I'm glad they did it nonetheless. You know, would have been a shame to can this along with some of their other unfortunate and high-profile cancellations. They had a lot, you know, Scalebound, Fable Legends, Phantom Dust Remake, you know, like, it happened 3 times, you know. People's faith was, like, really shaken. I remember, like, it was, what, 2 years ago? People were saying Crackdown 3 is going to get canceled. And, you know, I didn't agree with it, because it's not reasonable to say that every game is going to get canceled, because canceling games is a very expensive, fruitless endeavor. But boy, Microsoft was giving people ammunition to work with. I tell you what. Either way, I'm glad this managed to make it, man. Was the wait worth it? I don't know. I imagine some people are gonna be disappointed because again, like I don't think the game has like crazy high points. It's just pretty good, like at all times. But I'm glad it came to be, and I'm glad Microsoft was able to get this one out for themselves, you know. So shoutouts today to Refreshing Streamlabs. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, shoutouts today to the Gershon, Fantasy Drifter, the Dark Sauron 13, Dilly Dally 123. It's Carson Blah and DFDEDSDCD. DFDEDSDCD. Yeah, that's correct. Shoutouts for your subscriptions. Shoutouts also to Oak Boy for his donation. He says, just wanted to say that I really enjoy your content, and I got those pins. They're great. Thank you so much, Oak Boy, for the donation, and legit, thank you for picking up the pins. I'm glad you took the dive. I'm really happy with the quality they came out at. Like, I really didn't want to make like shitty merch. I know for some people, merch is just like a way to give the people they want to support money, and like the product itself doesn't matter that much. But I kind of wanted to make like nice stuff. I wanted to do like a nice sublimated shirt at first, but the costs were just outrageous. So pins was the next one, and I'm glad we were able to deliver like such quality pins, because I'm really happy with how they came out, honestly. So thank you for picking up a set. I'm glad you like them. Shoutouts also to SuperBro64 for their donation. He says, man, Kingdom Hearts 3 just came and went without much fuss. Did it? I think you mean didn't it? To be honest, at this point, the Nomura OC fanfiction is all that interests me anymore. Excited for Yozora then, I guess. Cheers. Yeah, I'm fucking excited for Yozora. No spoilers, but that looks exciting. Yeah, for me, it's always been the Kingdom Hearts Nomura OC fanfiction that's intrigued me. The Disney parts have been total chaff since day one for the most part. Like, you know, there are peaks. There are some worlds that are really nice. Like, Toy Story was dope, but, like, for the most part, I feel like it's just countdown to the real story. So I'm right with you there. Yeah, I feel like people would be talking about it more if the spoiler etiquette weren't so strong, you know? Like, I feel like everyone, when they finish the game, they're ready to blow up about it online, and then they go, wait, I can't actually talk about any of this, can I? I have to just shut up. And so we all just shut up collectively. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people seem to be enjoying it, right? They shipped, what was it, 5 million units? I think? Was it 3 or 5? I'm going to say 5, but it might have been 3. So, I mean, I guess regardless of how long it stays in the social gaming conversation sphere, they definitely succeeded with it financially. I tell you what. I tell you what, they're making money. I'm excited to see where Kingdom Hearts goes after this game, because boy does it set up some cool shit. Thank you for the donation, dude. And thank you, shoutouts also to Heretic Grim for their donation. They say, just wanted to say hi to the lost son of the dead Zaibatsu. Have a nice weekend. Thank you very much, Heretic Grim. Honestly, really nice of you. Honestly, really nice of you to stop by for that. I hope you enjoyed the stream as well. I mean, if you just want to come in and give me money, that's fine. I'm not going to say no, but like, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. So yeah. And shout outs to all you guys for tuning in. As always, I super appreciate it. Do you really think Yozora... okay, I don't want to get into Kingdom Hearts spoiler territory, like, vocally. Yes, I think that the secret ending is going to be a new game. Yeah, I do. I do. Whether it's in development right this second or not, I don't know. I mean, I think not, because obviously they're working on the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3. But I do think that'll happen at some point, you know. If I had to guess, probably the next Kingdom Hearts will be more of a, I don't want to say like spin-off, but it's not going to be like another big culmination of events or anything. It's going to be another game on the path to the next major event, I think. Hopefully we'll see Yozora within a decade, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I am not. You can cancel Game Pass auto renewal on PC. Because I did it once before. It's somewhere. It's in like your Microsoft services, like where you would subscribe and adjust your cancellations for stuff like Office, like other Windows services. It's in there, and that's where Xbox Live Gold goes as well. Like on console, it's pretty easy to find because there's no like other services. It's just Gold and Game Pass, but the cancellation thing is on PC somewhere. You might have to Google for it, but yeah. Can you play the game, please? I'm afraid I'm actually I've just been playing it for 2 hours and change, and I'm actually ending the stream. So apologies, Huey Freeman, but we're actually on the tail end of things, I'm afraid. So yeah. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it today. Oh shit, I Am Nuff says, I'm in that setting. There's stuff for Gold and Outlook. Game Pass isn't there. Oh, really? Dang. Maybe it did get moved. Fuck. Okay. Well, I hope you find it. Otherwise, I guess you'll have to call support, which really sucks, but I hope you find it. Because, yeah, that is odd. So, anyway, I have to get away from this. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow at noon. I'll be playing Metal Gear Acid, which we'll be picking up again. That game is fucking rad. For anyone who hasn't been tuning in, we are playing it on our amazing PSP setup that like actually uses PSP for the stream. So it is hyper authentic. You can hear the discs spinning on the mic through the microphone. It has been a good time so far, honestly. Just FYI, the stream was scheduled for 6 p.m., but it has been changed for 12 p.m. noon because something came up in the evening. So, yeah, check your calendars. Did something happen to the Metal Gear Acid VOD? It might be named incorrectly because I think I started the stream. Yeah, it is there. Okay, so the God Eater VOD is called Kingdom Hearts 3, and the Metal Gear Acid VOD is called God Eater 3. Because for both of those streams, I started the stream accidentally with the name of the old stream still up. So if you want to see the Acid VOD, it's currently called God Eater 3. Sorry about that. But it's there, yeah. Can we see the schedule? Literally the only thing on the schedule is tomorrow at noon for Metal Gear Acid. I actually have to update it tonight. But right now it's actually literally only tomorrow at noon. So not much to see, I'm afraid. So anyway, I'm taking off. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I will see some of you guys tomorrow, and I will see the rest of you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.